dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees, go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees, countdown, levitate, going up, elevate. Watch me demonstrate, on time, never late. I grind, celebrate, no pump fake, hesitate. I've been scoring every day, champagne Perrier. Since 9-3, been in the box, now I'm stepping up to home. Like straight out the sandlot, now I'm plotting on the globe. I work hard, I show love, that karma steady growing. Got this far, I go hard, let God take control. I was starving skinny, now my weight up, got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam, blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees, go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees, smile good, skin clear. This here my year. Hey, look up here. This here my tier. Same fit 4 days. I grind 4 ways. I play no games. All me, no blame. On the wave, my own wave. Can't stop my shine. In the lane, my own lane. Can't stop my grind. 40 yard in the V12 and like 1.5. At 19, I cleared 19 in a month, no lie. Oh God. I was starving skinny, now my weight up, got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam, blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees, go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. What's up? What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the show. Man, we got some topics to talk about today. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So we're just going to do some things here to kind of get the ball rolling as far as just to dig into what just happened yesterday. And I know a lot of people, they have a lot of things to say about the Bethesda deal when it happened in the first place. And then now with the Activision deal and everything, it's like, it's crazy, right? So obviously we got a lot to talk about. Yesterday, I kind of got a little busy, so I didn't get to get back on live and to kind of really dig a little bit much more deeper into things for you guys. So nevertheless, we're gonna go into it, man. So we're gonna talk about Sony's response to Microsoft, all right, towards the Activision deal and everything like that, because right now it's a ripple effect. Okay, a lot of people are not happy. I've seen a lot of people out on Twitter, you know, saying that, oh, Microsoft is just gatekeeping this and that. And you know, if it was the other way around, and if this was Sony the one buying Activision or buying up everything, I'm pretty sure people would be saying something completely different. Oh yeah, let's go Sony. Woo, woo, yeah, Sony, yeah. The biasness is just real. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we already know that Microsoft got money. Okay, that's not even, let's not even go there. Okay, Microsoft can literally do anything they want to do. Nobody can compete with Microsoft. We already know this already. Okay, so being that that's the case, what do you do? How do you compete? How do you compete with a company that have the capital to make moves and to do anything they want to do? Well, you just stick to what you know best. Stick to what you know best and work towards what you know best. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So either way, we're going to talk about some stuff here when it comes to Sony and what Sony's response should be. All right, because Sony's going to do whatever they're going to do at the end of the day. And no, it's not game over for Sony, because Sony, they got their games, right? They got all their exclusive stuff that they have coming out and everything like that. So they just have to be more vigilant now. They have to be more aggressive now. You know what I'm saying? Than ever before. No longer can they just be off in the cut and just not saying nothing while Microsoft out here in the limelight making all these power moves. Because this, regardless of what people are saying about this Activision deal, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to give a full take on it. But like I said, it's going to send a ripple effect. It's going to send a shockwave throughout the industry, because here's the thing. Places like GameStop, places like Best Buy, other places that Best Buy is still going to be open, but those video game centric stores, they're going to be hurting from this in the long run. Obviously, the deal is not going to be closed out until 2023, right? But I think one of the biggest things for a lot of people is like, wait, is that meaning that, well, because of the Bethesda deal, well, we already know about the Bethesda deal, right? We know that, well, you see it right there and then. Deathloop is still going, right? The time exclusive deal, right? We already know that Ghostwire Tokyo is still going. It's going to be the same thing with Activision, right? Obviously, whatever deal they worked out with Sony before with prior games, that was a no-brainer for me. I didn't need a report coming out to tell me that, well, hey, you know, Activision games are still going to be on PS5 and PS4, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because the deal is not going to go through until 2023. Now, after that, that's the question. That's the $1 million question. So everybody is already losing their minds and losing hope and trying to figure out, okay, how this is going to work and things. But man, this was historical. This was huge for Microsoft, and they have a plan. They have a plan. They have something that they wanted to work towards as far as their goals and plans for Game Pass and everything like that. And so we're going to talk about all of this right here on the show. Also, we're going to talk about Sony shares, because obviously with the stock market and everything like that, as soon as something abruptly changes in the stock market, it just goes down. And I think it went as high as 16% or something like that, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, at the same time, Sony has to do something regardless, because their stock dropped. They got to say something. They got to do something to bring it back up or something like that. But we know that Sony they up to something. Okay, they're really quiet. Obviously, we're expecting a state of play or a PlayStation showcase or something like that next month. We know Sony is gonna come with something. All right, we're gonna look at Horizon Forbidden West trailer as well. We have a new PS5 controller that we're gonna take a look at. We also have the file size for Dying Light 2. We're gonna take a look at that as well, and we're also gonna look at Final Fantasy 16. Something very, very interesting here to kind of look into. And maybe it's going to be pushed forward for a whole nother calendar year, but we'll see what actually happens there. Let me know if you guys can hear me very well. I'm going to bring my mic up just a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. All right. And then we're going to talk about Bobby Kotick, right? Obviously, with Microsoft CEO and Bobby Kotick, I understand the whole controversy behind that. But him leaving and how much money he's supposed to be getting, blah, blah, blah. And just how the whole situation is going to go once the deal is actually gone through and then he gets to walk, which, like I said, it's not unicorns and rainbows with this deal because Microsoft would have to go in.
We're swimming in cash.
And change up a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, the workplace, working at Activision is just not a good place right now with all the misconducts and things like that. I mean, Microsoft got their homework cut out for them because while a lot of mergers and buyouts and stuff like that could be good and bad depending on the situation, it will be very bad to see if nothing changes, right? I mean, it would be very bad if nothing changes. You need things to actually change in the workplace. You know what I'm saying? Because people are complaining. People are saying they're getting harassed. You know, all type of stuff going on at Activision. And I kind of knew that Microsoft was going to be in the run-ins to buy Activision. I mean, who else, right? Because Sony ain't got that type of bread, you know what I'm saying, to really go out there and be like, oh, I'm going to buy Activision. Like, I mean, no, they don't have that type of cash on hand to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? So Sony only tried to buy, you know, studios or publishers or anything like if they should buy a big publisher, which I'm going to get off into all of that before we get off into the ending part of it. But I'm just saying, if Sony should do anything like that, it will be something where they have some sort of history with, like they'll have some sort of like, you know, general strong longevity relationship with, for them to say, oh, we're going to buy this particular studio or this particular company. They don't just jump up like with a wimp and say, hey, we want to buy this company or that company. That's just not how Sony operates. Now, Microsoft, they're $1 trillion company. You know what I'm saying? So they could do whatever they want. They got infinite cash flow. They could do whatever they want. And that's how a lot of people are saying, well, Microsoft is gatekeeping. That's another thing that I'm going to be talking about as well, is that everybody's saying, well, this is not fair. It's that, you know, they're just gatekeeping and this and that. We're going to talk about the whole Xbox gatekeeping situation. We were talking about the gatekeeping situation from last year, and then we're going to talk about it right here on the channel once again so that people can understand exactly what's going on here, okay? So gatekeeping or no gatekeeping, listen, Microsoft is doing whatever they're doing. You can move the goalposts all you want. They're going to continue to do what they do unless the government is like, okay, enough is enough. All right. Diving into our next piece of content that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Horizon Forbidden West again. And we're also going to talk about Call of Duty Vanguard. In the wake of what's going on with the Activision Blizzard deal with Microsoft, we got some actual sales information here pertaining to Vanguard. And like I said, this is a lot of people's least favorite Call of Duty game. And like I was telling people, Call of Duty is a big deal. Regardless of how it's not as big as it once was, you know what I'm saying? Because every single year we get a new Call of Duty game, and some of them are good, some of them are bad.
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
At the end of the day, Call of Duty is still a big deal. And just the thought of just thinking that, man, you're paying $68.7 billion, right? You're not just going to pay for it to be everywhere. You're going to pay for it to be exclusive to your console. Now, that's yet to be seen on how they're going to distribute Call of Duty games. But just the thought of just thinking like, wait a minute, Call of Duty is now tied to Xbox and PC only. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. It's just never thought in a million years, because Call of Duty has always been multi-platform. And just to even sit down and even think about that, it's mind-blowing. When that nuclear bomb dropped yesterday, I was sitting there and I'm like, bro, what is going on right now? Like, this can't be happening. There's no way. So let's get to these super chats real quick. Mr. Nix with the $2 says, is the next COD on Game Pass? No. The next COD is obviously already in motion. It's probably going to more than likely 100% going to be on PS5 and PS4. You know what I'm saying? The COD that's supposed to come out this year, it's going to be on there. And then I think when the deal closes out, I don't know, maybe Microsoft might still honor the next COD for 2023 to be on PlayStation console. But we'll talk more about that as well, because whatever has already been in dealings and things like that, whatever it's already been signed and sealed and delivered is already going to continue to be in motion. You get what I'm saying? Until the deal close out. But like I said before, this is going to hurt places like GameStop that sell Activision games, Crash Bandicoot, you know what I'm saying, Call of Duty, you know, Overwatch. I mean, again, we're going to talk about this, okay? So just sit back, relax, grab your Oreos, grab your chips, grab your mama's fried chicken, get you some water, something. I'm telling you, you're going to need it today. All right, Jacob with the $50 Sweden dollar says Overwatch 2 was confirmed a multi-platform in the trailer. Of course. Like I said before, things that was already in motion before, I'm going to say it again, things that was already in motion before the actual deal, right? Before the actual deal announcement is still going to happen. It's not just, oh, the deal announcement happened and then automatically Overwatch 2 is no longer a multi-platform game. No, that's still going to be a thing. But the next variation of Overwatch, Overwatch 3, is going to be exclusive to Xbox, right? Or depending on how they want to work it multi-platform wise. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want people to understand like, listen, not because the deal happened doesn't mean that it's closed. The deal's not closed yet until 2023. So we got until now, until 2023, right, to see more and more games. And even beyond 2023, maybe 2024 is when we're going to see Microsoft enforcing Call of Duty only on Game Pass, or Crash Bandicoot, or all those other IPs. But everything that's already set in stone to happen multi-platform wise is still going to be in motion, okay? So I don't want people to sit here and lose hope on that. All right. PO Track with the $8.99 says, like COD without PS players, it will die soon. Sad. Honestly, like I said before, Sony has to do something, because I've been saying it for years. One of the biggest problems with Sony is that they don't have a multiplayer shooter. They don't have a solid multiplayer shooter. They need multiple multiplayer shooters.
Swimming in cash.
If you ask me, they need multiple shooters. You get what I'm saying? So again, that's how you can't. Okay, I'm gonna say this right. quick. And how you respond to this. If I was Sony, which I'm gonna talk. Let me save that. Before I start going into stuff and start preaching. All right. Let me put a timestamp on this, because y'all getting me fired up and amped up right now. Big Cloud Gaming, shouts to my man Ryan with a 9 months, says, I told you, fam, some big things was gonna happen overall. It's gonna be a different ball game from this point on. Yeah, it's gonna be a different ball game. Microsoft is not playing around no more. Like I told people yesterday on Twitter, I said, this is the Xbox 360 Microsoft. This is the Microsoft that we always wanted. We wanted Microsoft to be more aggressive, okay? Because the Xbox One time frame Microsoft was just, I'm sorry, it was a joke. It was a joke. You get what I'm saying? It was absolutely a joke. Like, I was like, really? Is this what we're doing? The whole DRM situation, the whole all-in-one entertainment box situation? Come on, man. Like, seriously. You know, and to really see Microsoft be more aggressive. People talking about gatekeeping. Oh, don't get me started. I'm about to really dive in today. This is probably going to be one of my best shows yet.
In cash.
My man Maxwell with the $10 says, I'm truly a Sony fanboy, and I can tell you they will not survive. He says, we talking about $1 trillion companies trying to consolidate gaming. It's field where Sony just cannot compete. Exactly. Like, Sony cannot compete in that department. When it comes to hands-on cash on hand, When it comes to cash on hand, they can't compete with Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? So what do? You go back to the drawing board. You go to the drawing board and you stick to what you know best. What's tried and true to Sony? What's tried and true to Sony?
We're swimming in cash.
What's tried and true to Sony is their exclusive. That's their exclusive games, right? You make those titles. Oh, I'm trying to hold myself in for the show. That's what you do. You make your titles exclusive to your service. Sony got way more stuff than Microsoft. They can do movies. They got, oh, don't get me started, man. They got, what was it? This anime thing that they have. What's that anime stuff they have? They can tie that into their subscription, which they did that for Game Pass for 6 months. They got way more stuff. They got movies. They got shows. They got so much stuff they can tie in on top of day and date releases, right? They got classic PlayStation stuff that they can do. Don't get me started. You know what I'm saying? You might not have the cash on hand, right? Like Microsoft to buy big publishers, but you can still buy studios. Nothing is stopping you and preventing you from buying studios, right? Which Sony have within the past 2 years. Sony has been buying up studios left and right. Let's not forget that. Sony's been buying up studios left and right. Okay? That's what they have been doing. I don't even have to list it. You guys already know this already. So don't make it seem like Sony haven't been buying studios. They just can't be buying big, massive publishers like Activision on the gigantic stratosphere that Activision is on. You know what I'm saying? That's a massive publisher. They ain't got that type of money. You know what I'm saying? To do something like that. You know, Sony make all different type of stuff. Let's not forget that. So does Microsoft. But at the same time, we got to understand that Microsoft is computers. When you hear Microsoft, you think about Windows, you think about computers. You know what I'm saying? You can't compete with that. That's their money is longer than train smoke. You cannot compete. Sony can never compete in that department because of computers, softwares. Like you can't mess with computers and softwares. That money is longer than anything else. Computer runs the world, my G. Them cars, I see somebody saying, oh, well, Sony makes cars. Sony makes cars. Yeah, Sony makes cars, but what powers those cars? Computers, right? You know what I'm saying? Microsoft got their hands in every single thing you can think of. You know what I'm saying? They got the cloud. Man, they're making buku money off the cloud. All that whole cloud stuff, Microsoft got that on lock. You get what I'm saying? Computers, softwares, all that type of stuff. They got that on lock. They got other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so listen, man. Listen. Microsoft just got that money. They got that capital. Let me get to these super chats real quick. It says, so y'all really want 3 or 4 mega corporations owning all the publishers? No, that's not what we're saying here. We don't want it to be a monopoly situation, right? We don't want Microsoft going around buying every single company. No, that's not what we're saying here. Okay? It's okay for a corporation to go out and buy publishers. If they're up for sale, right? They're up for anybody. They're up for Sony to buy them. They're up for Nintendo to buy them. They're up for Microsoft to buy them. Fair is fair at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? If Sony had the money on hand, Sony could buy Activision if they had that type of cash. I guarantee you, if Sony was the one that bought Activision, people wouldn't be saying this right now. That's what kills me the most is that people want to sit here and wave the blue flag. Oh my God, it's not right. It's not right. It's not. How is it not right? When Activision is up for sale, Activision want to sell.
Cash.
If you want to sell and somebody got the money to do it, they're going to do it regardless. Now, I get it. We don't want Microsoft to buy up everybody, obviously. And that's not going to happen because the government is going to be like, that's not going to work. You understand what I'm saying? Because your competition, they need something. They need something too. If the company is not up for sale, then you don't have anything to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Because some companies are just not going to sell. But the ones that are up for sale, bet your bottom dollar, somebody's going to buy them. Microsoft is going to probably be the first one to look at it and be like, oh, well, Take-Two, you're looking sexy right now. Ooh, we could tie GTA 6. to Game Pass. Yeah, this will be good. This would rise Game Pass subscribers to maybe about 50 to 100 million. Yeah. Listen, that's already, you already know that already. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be next? Who's going to be next? You're next. Who's next? That's the mentality that Microsoft got right now. They're trying to be more aggressive.
We're swimming.
They're just trying to be more aggressive. That's what it is. They're trying to be more aggressive because if they're more aggressive, then that sends a signal to Sony. That sends a signal to Nintendo. That sends a signal to Amazon and Google and all these other people that's in the gaming segment that they're not playing around. You see what I'm saying? They're not playing around. Let's get to these super chats, man, before we get into the show. Raiden Blade with the $5. God bless y'all, man. It says, people forget why COD sold more on PS than Xbox. It has to do with PS locking down COD and the DLC to their platform. It says, if there wasn't a lockdown. Pac-Man with the $5 says, if Microsoft purchased Activision for $69 billion, I wonder how they would have to pay for Rockstar. Man, listen, we're going to get into all of this. Trust me. Jacob with the $20 says, I said it, so PS fans know all also get a slice. PS fans will also get a slice. Okay, my homie Trez with the $50 donation. Thank you so much for the big body 50. Thank you so much for the big body 50. He says Sony locking down all those third parties and keeping them off Microsoft is coming back to bite them homes. Hey, Sony doing third party stuff too. They got these time exclusive stuff too. They got time exclusive deals that Microsoft don't have. So thank you so much, Trez, for bringing that up with the 50. Like I said before, Sony locking down those third party deals, those time exclusives, you know what I'm saying? From Microsoft. So what is Microsoft supposed to do? He's right. What is Microsoft supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? If Activision is up for sale, if I was Microsoft and I see Activision and Take-Two for sale, if it was legal to buy both publishers at the same time, I'm buying both publishers at the same time because it's in the benefit of the ecosystem. It's in the benefit of the fan base. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's a positive look at the end of the day, regardless, because if it's Sony doing it, people will be like, woo, go Sony, go Sony. That's what I'm saying. You can't make everybody happy. You can't make everybody happy. That's the whole point that I'm trying to drive home. It doesn't matter what you do at the end of the day. If you're Microsoft, if you're in the position of Microsoft and you're sitting on cash, you're literally sitting on cash, what do? Of course you're going to buy. If something is up for sale, you're going to buy it. If Sony was in the same position as Microsoft, they'll be buying up stuff too. Come on, man. Let's not forget the whole Insomniac situation, right? Let's not forget about that situation. Microsoft, right, when they were up for sale, Sony went on ahead and bought Insomniac. How much was it? $270 million? And look at the huge benefit. Look at the huge benefit that Insomniac Games is to Sony now with Spider-Man and all this extra stuff that Insomniac Games is doing. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that was a good move. It's nothing close to $68 billion. But I'm just saying, guys, you're going to make whatever move that you need to make. You're going to make power moves if it makes sense for your consumer base. And you're not going to sit there and make up excuses on why it's not okay. You get what I'm saying? Oh, this is not okay. It's not okay for Microsoft to purchase Activision. Why not? It's benefiting the Xbox fan base. It's benefiting their ecosystem. And it's benefiting people who really want to invest in Xbox or Microsoft, buying a computer or buying an Xbox. It's a win-win situation for Microsoft because they're going to make that money back 10 times over with just COD alone. With COD alone and Candy Crush, people were laughing at Candy Crush. My G, you don't understand the capital, that the money that Candy Crush brings in. You don't understand the capital and the cash flow that Call of Duty brings in. It's not as high as it once was, but it's still doing stuff. It's still bringing in a lot of money. So Microsoft is doing what's best for their ecosystem, just like Sony. Sony buying up all these two. Housemarque. Why did they buy Housemarque? Obviously because they saw the success of, you know, Returnal, even though Returnal didn't really do crazy numbers, right? But it was critically acclaimed. It got high review scores. A lot of people really like it. You know what I'm saying? And so they bought Housemarque because they had a long-term relationship with them. You get what I'm saying? So it makes sense. Sony only does things that really make sense to them. They're not just like Microsoft, you know, cash in hand to just buy any and anything like that. Sony don't think like that. Sony thinks like, well, we've been working with this particular studio or with this particular company for years. So it makes sense. It makes sense for us to go out there and buy this studio now. You get what I'm saying? Come on, guys. Come on, man. Look at the history. Look at history. Oak with the $10 says, so y'all really want like 3 or 4 mega corporations owning all 3 publishers. Soon there won't be any third party to keep that middle ground, and y'all won't be ready for ramifications of that. Listen, at the end of the day, Microsoft cannot buy every single third party company. So let's get that clear, because the government is going to be like, you're trying to monopolize the industry. It's just not going to happen. You get what I'm saying? So that's not going to happen. Not because they bought Activision. You still got a lot of other companies. Let me remind you. You got a lot of other companies. Do I need to remind y'all? You still got EA. You got Take-Two. You got Bandai Namco. You got Ubisoft. You know what I'm saying? You got Square Enix. You got Capcom. You got Sega. You got tons more other third-party companies. You get what I'm saying? So no, Microsoft cannot go around buying up this is not going to happen. It's not going to. After that Activision deal, that's probably going to be it. You know what I'm saying? That's probably going to be it. They're not going to go around buying up everything. They might buy some more studios, but not on that scale. That's the biggest that we have ever seen in the gaming industry. 68.7 billion is the biggest purchase that the world has ever seen when it comes to gaming. So no, they're not going to go around spending next time 100 billion, next time 200 billion. No, it's not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen because it's not going to be fair to the industry. I get what you guys are saying, but if you're in the position of power like Microsoft, you're going to make power moves. You're going to make power moves. If Sony was in the driver chair to make that type of move, they'll be doing the same thing too as well. Let me make sure that Kevin Page says Sony makes cars in Japan. Yes, they do. All right, let's see here. I just want to make sure that I get everybody. Is Warner Brothers Interactive for sale? Price. We heard that they were up for sale. I mean, I'm not seeing them on the listing here, but I heard at one point they were up for sale. I don't know if they still are, though. Monopoly don't count when you're in third place. Microsoft has to surpass the Embracer Group before even think about Monopoly. Exactly. That's why I said people just need to calm down. Calm down. Has 79 studios and Tencent for more. That's why I said people just need to calm down. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, you're buying up all this. You're buying up all these companies and this and that. People just need to calm down. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. They're not going to let that happen. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to let you monopolize that stuff. It's just not going to happen. Raiden Blade with the $2 says Sony wanted Xbox gone, so lockdown games done it before. Exactly. Like I said before. Let's dive into this one here.
Boy,
let's make this our first topic for today. And like I said, I have a lot to say. So pay attention. Diving into our first story here, we got to talk about Sony's next move. Yeah, we got to talk about that because we know that Sony's next move, it's coming. Their next move is around the corner. We know that Sony's next move, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? When? We don't know exactly, but we do know that Sony is probably sitting there doing push-ups right now. Sony is doing push-ups. They're doing hard push-ups right now because they're like, man, wow, Call of Duty was a big part of our money.
Boy,
you know what I'm saying?
We're swimming in
third-party
cash.
wise. Call of Duty was a big part of our money with the DLC, with the money that we were making. But now we got to think different now. Now we got to think a little different. You get what I'm saying? Let me get to these real quickly. It says we not talking about just Microsoft here. Isn't Google and Tencent and Amazon trying to get into the industry? Exactly. It says, all I know is that PS is not going to stop delivering quality single-player exclusive games while Microsoft is struggling to do so. Halo wasn't a good start. Exactly. My point of the matter is this. Microsoft, I'm going to have to redo the timestamp on that. Microsoft is trying to get to the quality control segment, which they already been doing. They're already in motion. Look at Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 should show you that Microsoft is at that quality standpoint now. From what we've seen from Hellblade 2, we already know they're right there now. You get what I'm saying? So all they got to do is, and Matt Booty, head of Worldwide Studio, head of Game Studios for Xbox, he knows the Sony formula. He talked about it. You know what I'm saying? And saying that, hey, one of the things that makes Sony so good is because of their quality single-player games. That's not going anywhere. People saying that Sony is over. Sony is not over, bro. They just need to find a way to combat what's the announcement. If they're trying to throw their hat into the subscription service arena, they need to do something, which we're going to talk about their next move. But their single-player experiences is not going anywhere. I don't know what people are saying. Oh, their single-player experiences is going to go left and this and that and blah, blah, blah. It's not going anywhere. It's not over until Sony completely finds a way to respond to this, which we already know because their stock is dropping. All type of other stuff is going on right now. Everybody's waiting for Sony's next response, okay? So let's dive right off into this one, okay? Let me put a different timestamp on this because we did get a little distracted with the super chat here because I want this to be fair for my people who are rewatching the stream. All right, so diving into our first story here. Sony's next move. If you are Sony right now, check this out. And this is proven in fact right here. Sony's next move. What Sony's next move is? Well, Jim Ryan said that he wanted to combat Game Pass. He wanted to compete with Game Pass. They're going to have an answer to Game Pass. Okay, we heard about the rumored Spartacus service. If I was Sony right now, I would say, you know what? I know we're charging $70. We're charging $70, okay, for our exclusive. We're going to make that day and date. That's the first thing you do to PlayStation Plus or to your Spartacus service. Day and date, okay? That's what you do. That's the first good thing that you do, okay? The second thing you do, figure out backwards compatibility. Microsoft has already been beating Sony upside the head with backwards compatibility. Microsoft got the whole backwards compatibility game sold up and some. So you need to do something with your backwards compatibility because your fans, your core fans, been asking for backwards compatibility. Not every single person out there that is a PlayStation fan want to play old games, but the majority does. You understand? Every time when you hear about backwards compatibility when it comes to PlayStation, people lose their mind. They just have a better catalog of older games than Microsoft does. PS1, PS2, PS3, Vita, PSP and all of that type of stuff. They just have a larger catalog of games. You need to figure out how to distribute those titles, right? Tied into your subscription service, however you see fit. You got Video Pass that you've been trying out in Poland. Incorporate that into your service. Give PlayStation fans, give Sony movie fans the opportunity to stay at home, watch it on their PlayStation device, whether it's a PS4 or whatever PlayStation device they have, right? As long as they have internet access, Video Pass gives you the opportunity to watch all these Sony Pictures movies day and date on that subscription service, right? You got Crunchyroll. Use up Crunchyroll tied to the subscription service. You see what I'm saying? Sony have things that they can use against Microsoft. You just got to think and use it. And we know Sony is not stupid. Now Sony is cornered now. And I'm telling you, when you back anybody in the corner, that's when they're the strongest. That's when they're like, oh my God, I got to think now. I got to think. How do I get out of this situation? Because when you back up somebody in the corner, that's when they're like the most dangerous. You know what I'm saying? That's when they're like, okay, I got to figure out. And that's what's going on with Sony right now. Sony's in the corner. Sony got to figure something out. You got all these different services, right? Put them inside of your subscription service. That's one thing. The next thing is you got cash on hand. Okay? They don't have cash on hand like Microsoft does. Trillions of dollars on hand. They don't have listen, they don't have money like Microsoft, but last year in 2021, right? They had $44 billion. $44 billion cash on hand. Now, Sony cash on hand, the quarter ending in September 30th, they had $16 billion. Just so y'all know, if Sony wanted to, that's why I say y'all need to stop defending these corporations. If Sony wanted to, they could buy Ubisoft. They could buy Square Enix. Come on. Square Enix is $5.6 billion. And they'll still have money left over. They could buy Square Enix. They could buy Sega. They could buy Ubisoft. They could buy Capcom. They could buy Konami. That's how you do that. You want to really play with Microsoft? Buy those up. They got the money to do that. Sony got the money to do that. And they'll still have cash left over. But more importantly, which one of those publishers should Sony buy? I think they should buy Capcom. I think they should buy Konami. I think they should buy Square Enix. Those are your three. Capcom, Square Enix, and Konami. That's it. And you're good. You just keep on going. They can buy Sega. Sega is worth $3.6 billion. So Sony can make moves. They just can't make those big billion-dollar deals. You know what I'm saying? They can't do it. They just can't do it. They just can't do it. They just can't. They can't go out here and be like, oh, we're buying Activision for $68 billion. Their investors are going to be like, where's that money coming from? You get what I'm saying? Like, where's that money coming from? So Sony's next move should be focus on the games that you've been working on, right? Your Spider-Man 2, your Wolverine, all this type of stuff. Whatever you got going on behind closed doors that we don't know about. Focus on your new subscription service and make it a very good subscription service to be a direct competition, right, to Game Pass. And if you want to play big dog, buy up some of these publishers. Buy Konami. Buy Square Enix. Buy Capcom. Buy Sega. You still got money left in the bank at that point. I'm just saying, your next move needs to be smart. Your next move needs to be pro-consumer. Your next move needs to increase value for gamers. That should be your next move. Your next move should be all about value.
We're swimming in cash.
Yesterday, during that big old astronomical news, Phil Spencer typed up in that story, adding value for gamers. That's what your next move needs to be, adding value for PlayStation fans. That's what your next move needs to be. Buy the publishers that make sense for your brand. Konami makes sense for Sony. Hello, Metal Gear. I don't care about anything else. Castlevania, that's cool. But Metal Gear, a lot of people want that. Buy Konami. $6 billion. They can do it. They can do it. Sony got the money, cash on hand, to buy Konami. Buy Konami. It makes sense for PlayStation. That's why I said, make things that make sense for you. Don't follow Microsoft and act like you big dog. Oh, yeah. Hey. Yeah, I'm going to buy Take-Two. Okay. Do you have the capital to buy Take-Two at $18 billion? Okay, go ahead. Is this going to really hurt y'all in the end? So people don't understand. It's not about who barks the loudest. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it comes down to what makes sense for your brand. What makes sense for your brand? How are you adding value? How are you adding value to your consumer base? It's not about who can spend the most cash. It's never been about who can spend the most, because you cannot compete in that department. Sony cannot compete in that department. We already know this already. That's off rip. They cannot compete in that department. So what you do, you be smart. A lot of people been forgetting that Sony in the past have been more anti-consumer than Microsoft. We're forgetting we're actually sitting here forgetting. Are we forgetting? So Sony just needs to be more pro-consumer. Sony needs to add more value. Sony needs to buy publishers that actually make sense for them and their consumer base and their player base. That's all Sony needs to do. If they're going to throw their hat into the arena with Game Pass, they need to come correct or go home. Add more value to the service or not, or just get out of the kitchen. If you're not going to cook properly, get out the kitchen. So if this service is really rumored to be revealed during the spring, you need to come at Microsoft correctly. Time exclusive titles need to be tied into that subscription service as well. Add in more value, day and date time exclusives, day and date first party exclusives. This is just how you do this. Add more value. The more value you add, the more you're going to convince people to say, woo, okay, I see what Microsoft is doing, but look at what Sony is doing. They're adding more value. It's value at the end of the day. Why you think Game Pass is so successful, and why you think Microsoft stock just went up? Why you think Game Pass in the future is going to be a force to be reckoned with? You know why? Because of value. What's the name? What's the word for today, Craig? Value. That's what the word of today is, and for always will forever be is value. Y'all don't get it. Game Pass is value. No longer in the future, in 2024, right? When Call of Duty becomes, depending on how Microsoft does it, because I wouldn't spend $68 billion just to have Call of Duty on every freaking platform, right? I wouldn't do that because that would make logical sense, right? I would want it to be to exclusive to our player base. And no longer would you have to pay $70 or $120. Now, we ain't rich. Some people ain't rich like everybody else. We ain't living like the Joneses. That's adding value to the Microsoft ecosystem and its player bases by people not have to go out there and spend. You seem like some of y'all love spending money. For those who love spending money and not saving money, because Game Pass is the middleman between you and GameStop. Obviously, this is not good news for GameStop. You think GameStop is grinning their teeth at this? No, they're not. Because they in the future, they might not be able to sell a physical copy they'll be able to sell physical copies, but not as much as if it wasn't tied to just Microsoft. Because Game Pass, I'm telling you, Game Pass is going to take over. All of this big acquisition, Microsoft is trying to build an all digital future. Y'all need to wake up. Y'all need to realize this. Okay? Microsoft is trying to build a all digital future. You already know this is going to happen already. Game Pass is all digital. Wake up. When are we going to realize this? Microsoft is building all the pieces together so that they can stand 10, 15 years from now and still win. Remember how many times the Xbox division was threatened to literally go under? I'm happy that Microsoft is doing this. I'm happy they are. Some people are not happy. I'm happy because this is the Microsoft that we always want. We want Microsoft to be more aggressive. We want the Xbox brand to be more aggressive. I'm not saying for you to go out there and buy every single company that's for sale. No, I'm not saying for you to do that. Leave some for other companies. Leave some for Microsoft. I leave some for Sony. Leave some for Nintendo. Leave some for other people out there. Don't be like Tencent buying up every doggone thing. Right? Make it fair. But at the same time, we always joking around with Microsoft back in the day. Let's not forget the past. Right? Xbox One was a laughing stock. Microsoft knew it, right? Even the person that actually made the Xbox One said he thought that the Xbox One was going to fail. Before it even came out, he thought that it was going to be a flop. And it was a flop because it didn't do so well. It didn't sell so well in Japan. It didn't do so astronomically well like the 360 did for Microsoft. 360 was the best console and most successful console to date for Microsoft until they came out with the Series X and S. Already out the gate to year 2, already things have been popping. Let's not forget, everybody was laughing at Microsoft. Oh, Microsoft ain't got no games. What are you laughing at, Frederick? Microsoft ain't got no games. You can't say that no more. You cannot say that no more. You can't say. And people don't understand, bro. You got to be proactive, bruh. You got to be proactive. Microsoft is being proactive. You got to be proactive. People been laughing at Microsoft for years. You ain't got no games. Now people are complaining. What the heck are you complaining about? What the heck are you complaining for? That's what pisses me off. You cannot make everybody happy. It's annoying and it pisses me off. What the heck are you mad for? For years, people been saying, oh, Microsoft ain't got no games. Now they're sitting here buying up publishers so they can have more games on their platform, and you still complaining. Which one is it, Susie? Which one is it, Clive? Which one is it? You sitting here blowing a horn, they ain't got no games. They need better quality games. They need to do this. They're sitting here showing you the future of what Xbox can do with Hellblade 2. You're still not satisfied. You're still not satisfied. They showing you what Hellblade 2 is holding the future for Xbox. You're still not satisfied. Oh, it's rails. It's on the rails, dog. It's on the rails. Look, it's on the rails. It's a rails. It's the rails. It's on the rails. Come on, bruh. It's like when it comes to Microsoft, it's like they have to be Sony. The almighty Sony. If Microsoft is not on the golden pony, then it's nothing at all. I'm just saying, it's nothing at all. It doesn't make sense. Why are we complaining? It doesn't make sense. Why are we complaining? That's the point. That's the point that I'm trying to drive home. For years, that's all people been saying. Now that they're buying Activision, they bought Bethesda. They buying up studios. So that that saying, oh, they're just a shooter box. You can't say that no more. They got RPGs. They got racing games. They got varieties. What does Sony have? Other than their single player games, what do they have? And they got RPGs here and there. What else do they have? Do they have multiplayer games? That's what Sony needs to focus on. Your next move, your last move needs to be, let's make some multiplayer shooters. If we're going to revitalize SOCOM, let's revitalize SOCOM. Let's build some new multiplayer stuff, which they're already doing. That should be your main focus. Don't worry about Call of Duty. You should be crying a river over Call of Duty when you got all these studios that's supposedly working on multiplayer shooters. Why are you crying a river over Call of Duty for? That doesn't make sense. Why are you crying over Call of Duty for? Oh, because it's one of the biggest shooter franchises of all time? Just leave that to Microsoft now. Microsoft got that sold up. Whatever is left a year and a half from now, maybe 2 years from now, that's what you're going to get. But you need to have your own stuff at the end of the day. You need to stand on your own legs at the end of the day. Stop crying spoiled grapes over Call of Duty. You need your own shooters. Work on your own shooters. Get better at that. That's all Sony been having for years. Single player shoot, single player this, single player that. Work on your multiplayer stuff. Christ almighty, man. It's simple. It's simple at the end of the day. Y'all sit here and it's so hypocritical. Y'all sit here and y'all complain. Y'all sit here and complain about Microsoft not having no games. But when they sit here and buy stuff, when they sit here and buy more publishers, right, so they can have more games, so people can be happy, y'all still complain. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Obviously, COD is not like what it used to be. So why are we crying over COD? Some of y'all, oh, I don't like COD. COD is trash. So why are you crying? Obviously, this is going to be astronomical for Microsoft and Game Pass. This is going to shoot up through the roof. COD still sells with or without you buying it. Clive, are you buying Call of Duty this year? No, I don't like COD. Doesn't matter if Clive or me or you buy COD. Millions of other people out there, millions of other streamers out there is going to be buying COD with or without you. So it doesn't matter. how well COD is doing for Xbox. Leave Microsoft and the little COD alone. You need to focus on your own COD. Build up your portfolio. That's what Sony needs to do, bro. It's not over for Sony. Sony needs to plan a way to attack. And if they're going to attack, they need to attack in the right way. That's it. Simple as that. Come on, man. Samson with a $5 donation. Majority of my Activision Blizz games is on PC. Okay. And I haven't played an Activision Blizz game in a very long time. MW2 was the last COD I really liked. Exactly. It's still going to sell regardless. It's still going to sell regardless. You get what I'm saying? Let me get to this $20. Man, Dingo with the $20 donation says, only hypocrites are complaining. If Sony had deep pockets, they would have done the same thing. Thank you. Thank you. Man. Good, mama. So only hypocrites are complaining if Sony had deep pockets. They would have done the same thing. These Sony's zealots failed to realize Apple, Google, and Amazon are Microsoft competition. Exactly. This was the inadvertent kick in the exactly. So like I said, and I'm gonna say this again. Like I said, no matter what you do, people are going to complain. Before, they ain't got no games. You can't say that no more. Be happy. Be happy that Microsoft is doing well for themselves right now with the Xbox brand. Phil Spencer is doing a great job. Kudos to Phil Spencer. He's doing a great job. Adding more and more value. So you don't have any excuses. Like I said, in my closing, and we're going to move on to the next topic, but in my closing, if you were Sony right now and you had the money like Microsoft, you would be doing the same thing. You would be buying Activision. If Activision wants to be bought, you would buy them, regardless of what anybody else would say. Oh, Sony, it would have been the same thing. It would have been the same thing. I'm tired of people making excuses, man. I'm tired of people making excuses. You know, all because it's Microsoft doing it, it's wrong. But if Sony is doing, oh, the almighty Sony, oh, y'all worship Sony like a golden calf. It's so hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? Like, give Microsoft a break. They've been the laughing stock for a whole generation. At least let them breathe. I'm not saying it's right for them to go around and buy every freaking publisher. No, that's not what I'm saying. Let them have Activision. They got Bethesda. Let them have Bethesda and Activision. I think after this, they're just going to be buying up studios here and there. Right? They can't go around and buy every single company. That's just not how it's going to go. Government is not going to let that happen.
To go
period.
Even further beyond.
Jace, where are you in the chat, man? Thank you for the $100 donation. I don't even see you in the chat. Thank you so much for the $100 donation. God bless you. Where are you in the chat, Jace, so I can mod you? Man, listen, bro. I'm going to say this again. Thank you so much for that generous $100 donation. I'm going to say this again. Okay? If you're Sony, stick to what you know best. Stick to what you know best. Okay? Stick to your exclusives, your single-player exclusives, your multiplayer. Spartacus, you need to do something with Spartacus in order for it to be a direct competitor to Game Pass. I already said make PS5 games day and date. Make your time exclusive games day and date. They're time exclusive to your platform. Make it day and date. As simple as that. As simple as that. And then you have Video Pass. You have backwards compatibility. You have a chance. You literally have a chance. You have a chance. Jace, I'm waiting for you to respond in the chat. You have a chance. You understand what I'm saying? You have a chance. So I don't want to hear no excuses. Where is he? Huh? Oh, okay. I see him. All right, I got you, bro. Thank you for the $100. Thank you for the $100. Now, check this out. We're going to move on to the next topic, but check this out, okay? Now, just a reminder, thank you, Blue Squad, with the $5. Says, just a reminder, when Sega and Nintendo was juggernauts at the time, Sony did the impossible. So Sony is up to something we just don't know yet. Of course, Sony's up to something. Like I said, all these companies are here for them to buy. They got Sega. Sega is worth what? Are up for sale for what? $3.6 billion. Capcom, $4.9 billion. Sony can buy at least 3 of these publishers and they'll be okay.
Cash.
You understand what I'm saying? They can buy any 3 of those publishers and they'll be okay. So I ain't trying to hear no excuse. And if Sony goes on a buying spree and buy up all 3 of those companies, oh, Sony buying up everything. Sony buying up everything. Sony trying to be gatekeepers now. Come on, dog. Nobody trying to hear that. Nobody is trying to hear that. So diving into our next story here, and this is a thing that I'm going to talk about. So Activision Games, everybody's been losing their minds about this whole situation with the deal. Oh, Call of Duty is no longer on PlayStation and this and that. Listen, this year Call of Duty is going to be on PlayStation until the deal closes. We don't really know. I think when 2023 rolls around, the next Call of Duty may or may not be on PlayStation. We don't know yet. But once the deal closes, I think summer of next year or something like that, we'll see. Now, if it's already in contract and in writing that, hey, the next 2 Call of Duty games is supposed to be on PlayStation, then that's what's going to happen. Like I was trying to explain to you guys before. So people are already losing their minds. Activision Games, as it sits right now, because the deal is not over yet. Activision, as it sits right now, and I'm seeing on the news on CNBC that the deal is going to go through. You know what I'm saying? There's a high possibility that the deal is going to go through, right? So once the deal goes through, that's it. Microsoft can do whatever they want to do. But at the same time, Phil Spencer is like, hey, we're not trying to pull away, games that are already in writing and in contract with other competitors. Same, come on. I mean, do we need like something else to really remind us? I mean, do we need a computer to remind us here that anything that's in writing, just like the whole Deathloop situation, just like Ghostwire Tokyo, we already know those things were in writing before Bethesda got bought out. They're still honoring that. So it's the same thing here. So I don't know why everybody, Marlon, what's going to happen to Activision Games? What's going to happen to Call of Duty? What's going to happen there? Calm down. Take a chill pill. Christ, we losing it, guys. Guys, we are losing it for no reason. We don't need to be losing it like that. It's not even that serious. You know what I'm saying? Because if Sony was doing this and they bought Activision, and then Microsoft would be sitting there with their hands open like, okay, what are we going to do? It would have been the same thing. If it was the other way around and Sony would have bought Activision, everybody would be like, oh, yes, Sony, yes, Sony. Woo! Best thing since sliced bread, Sony. Oh, yes. It's like drinking water for the first time. Oh, so refreshing. But it's because Microsoft did it. That's why. It's a darn shame. I'm just saying. That's just how people are. People are just hypocritical. That's just how it is. It's never going to change. That's the reality at the end of the day. Microsoft bought Activision. This is not good. Hypocritical, man. I don't get it. I just don't get people, but this is what we're dealing with. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to say it, but that's how hypocritical the industry is. Diving into our next story. Microsoft reportedly plans, I'm going to say it again, so people can stop asking these questions. Microsoft reportedly plans to keep making some Activision Blizzard games for PlayStation formats. So that's simply, you know what that means, right? You know what that means. Overwatch 2, multi-platform, that's going to be on PlayStation. Call of Duty, that's going to be on PlayStation. Whatever else It's going to be on PlayStation for the time being. Once that deal goes through and Microsoft said, that's it. Microsoft will have that final say so once that deal goes through. So we don't need a report coming out telling us this. It's the same thing with Bethesda. It's the same thing with the Bethesda deal. Why are we losing control of our minds? Why are we doing that? It's simple. The deal is not finalized yet. Once the deal's finalized, then we'll be good to go. Mandingo with a $5 donation. It says, what's funny is that these dudes act like they can't go and buy the other Oh my God. I said it yesterday. Listen. There's nothing wrong with this. Why can't we just come together? Why can't we just come together? Why are we fighting against each other? Why are we fighting against each other? I was just talking to the wifey this morning about this. Why are we fighting against each other? I'm not understanding. Why is it hard for you to sit there and buy an Xbox console? You already got a PlayStation console. You already rep PlayStation hard. It's not hard.
We're swimming in cash.
It's not hard for you to go in your bank account and buy another console. So if you want to play COD, stop crying a river. Buy a Series X. As simple. I'm tired of people making excuses, man. I'm tired. What's wrong with this? Is there anything wrong with this? Coming together? Is there anything wrong with this? Gaming brings us together. Why are we complaining about what Microsoft? You should be happy for Microsoft. You should be happy for Microsoft. Sony's been dominating since PS4. And if Microsoft didn't stand up strong, they would have their pants down this whole generation getting dominated by Sony. Come on, guys. It's simple. Gaming brings us together. We're supposed to be together, not apart. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for you to go out there and buy a PC?
Microsoft ain't getting my money. Look, they're not gonna get my money because they're not gonna get my money because I don't like Xbox. But you got PC though. You got PC too.
No matter where you go, Microsoft's still gonna get your money. Don't fool yourself. Don't be a buffoon all your life. So what if you don't want to buy an Xbox? You're still locked into the ecosystem. If you're a COD player, well, guess what, Clive? Guess what? You're still locked into the ecosystem, regardless of the fact. So whine and cry and complain like little schoolgirls at a Justin Bieber concert. It's as simple as that. Why are you whining and complaining? Simple. Buy you a PC. You're still going to be locked into the ecosystem. Simple as that. Come together, man. If you can spend $500 on a PS5, you can spend $500 on an Xbox. As simple as that. It's simple math. If you can come up with $500, you can come up with it again. What's so hard? Pride. Pride gets in the way. I'm sick and tired of y'all making excuses, man. We always making excuses. We always like to follow the crowd. Stop following the crowd and have your own mind. So what? If you buy an Xbox because you want to play COD now, or because you want to play Crash Bandicoot, so what? You're gaming. It doesn't matter on which piece of plastic you game on. It does not matter. If it's the white plastic or the black piece of plastic. We have to stop that nonsense. Stop it. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. We need to stop doing that. So what? Be happy. Be happy for Microsoft that they're getting better. They've been in the slums since 2013 with that DRM situation. Be happy for them. Sony's been dominating. Let Microsoft do some domination too. What's wrong with y'all? I'm sick and tired of y'all making excuses. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. When somebody trying to make power moves, y'all complaining. It's for the benefit of y'all. Some of y'all got Game Pass. They This is insane value for you guys.
We're swimming in
Obviously,
cash.
Game Pass is going to go up in price.
So what if it goes up $5? Oh, well, it's $5, Clive.
Okay, it's $5. But you spend $70 on Call of Duty. You spend $120 on Call of Duty. You complaining about the price going up potentially $5. Are you serious? What's wrong with y'all? I'm not understanding. What is there to complain about. Buy what you're going to buy. Play what you're going to play. Simple as that. This is good for gaming, period. True gamers buy both consoles. True gamers don't sit there and whine and complain because one game is not on the other platform. Buy both so you can experience what both has to offer. The best of both worlds. All we do is whine and complain. That's all we do. Like little schoolgirls at a Justin Bieber concert. Oh, go Bieber, go. In this case, oh, go Sony, go. Oh my gosh, Sony, do it, Sony. Go ahead, Sony. Buy up all the publishers. Buy EA, buy Ubisoft, buy Konami, buy every single publisher. But if Microsoft does it, we sit there and you know what we do? Oh, man. Man, this is bull, dog. Oh, man. Man, they just monopolizing the industry, man. This ain't good. Man, I ain't buying no Xbox. Man, I ain't buying no Game Pass. Man, nah, bruh. But let Sony do it. Oh, and it's okay. Guess what, Roger? It's okay. Listen, man. We got to get to the point where things become a lot more realistic. What Microsoft is doing is realistic. They got the capital to do it. They got the money. So let them do what they do. Period. End of story. I'm tired of y'all making exclusives. I'm tired of y'all doing this. Here's the part. Here's a statement right here. It says Activision Blizzard games are enjoyed on a variety of platforms, and we plan to continue to support these communities moving forward. Everybody, as soon as the announcement was made, oh, it's over for PlayStation. It's over for Call of Duty on PlayStation. No, it's not until the deal is closed. Sony got plenty of time to respond. They can take their merry time for all we care. Sony got their plans. They know what they got to do now. And it's very critical because they have to make the right move. They have to make the right move. So I don't understand us. I don't understand us. Why are we acting so brand new to this? Like we don't know how deals work and mergers work. Jet with the 20 says, I have all three company stock and console and PC. I'm a Sony fan, not losing at all, by the way. It says you can play a AAA games on Linux like I do. Keep it up, Marlon. Thank you so much. We just need to stop complaining. Period. Let's get to these super chats because these people just
we're swimming in cash.
I just don't. Thank you for the $20. I just don't get it. The salt is real. The salt is real because Microsoft is doing it. So the salt is real. If you're already paying for Game Pass, you should be happy. I'm not understanding why the salt is so real.
Even further beyond.
Lee Fitness with the $5 says, I prefer Xbox, but I have both Series X and PS5. Both great consoles, but off topic, I just beat Horizon. Great game. Story, great stream, Marlon. By the way, Marlon equal GOAT. Thank you so much for that. God, the blessed one with the $5 says, I'm going to subscribe. Thank you so much. For all the new subscribers, I appreciate y'all. Turn on that notification bell if you're just subscribing, you're brand new, you're just watching. This is what we do every day. We ain't no stranger to this. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. Ain't no stranger to this. Thank you so much, though, for the $5. Says, I'm going to subscribe. I'm an Xbox fan, but you are the first big name PS guy sounding reasonable right now. My subscription is appreciated of that. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome. If you're an Xbox boy, subscribe. You need to get hype. X marks the spot, baby. Appreciate y'all. Now, let's get to the rest of this stuff before we move on. Wolf Val with the $5 says, I get what you're saying.
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
Hold on. Let me get to this real quick. He says, I get what you're saying, but can you say the same thing about Microsoft? They need to work on building up their studios instead of buying studios that they already have big name. Why not work out a deal with studios to put games on Game Pass? That's what they're doing. You got to understand this. Microsoft knows for years that it's a quality control thing, right? They're right now, this generation, last generation is leaving something to desire. Okay? With an exception of maybe a few titles, Gears 5, you know what I'm saying, the Gears 5 DLC and things of that nature, that looks really, really good, right? But check this out though. I'm trying to tell you this right now. Yes, they're buying up studios and they're buying up publishers, but they already know that in order to compete with Sony, you need to nail it with quality. What have they shown us so far? They have shown us Hellblade 2. That should let you know right there. That's evidence that Microsoft is not playing. Look at Undead Labs, right? They got another studio under their studio that's working on Unreal Engine 5. Microsoft, get it now. We got to focus on quality. Once you focus on quality, you got Sony right there. All it really comes down to now is just storytelling. How good you can tell a story. How high production. Microsoft got the capital to make any game high production. But the story has to be good. The characters has to be good. The quality has to be there. It's not brain surgery. Come on, man. Come on. We've been reading and talking about video games for years. This ain't no brain surgery. We should already know this already. The biggest thing that Microsoft got right now is money over Sony. Sony got the quality. We know this already. But Microsoft is catching up now. They're catching up with the quality department now. They got Hellblade 2. Look at Forza Horizon 5. That's a quality experience right there. You understand what I'm saying? They got so much stuff in the pipeline right now. So they're getting it. They're getting it. Matt Booty said it best. Matt Booty said, listen, Sony's doing an incredible job with their quality of games that they have. You know what I'm saying? And we need to do the same thing. We need to try to at least match that quality. So Matt Booty, head of Game Studios, he already know that already. He already knows that. So that's coming. Quality is coming from Xbox. The problem with y'all is that y'all don't want to give. Y'all quick to give Sony. When Sony messes up and put their foot in their mouth, we believe in generations. Oh, yes, we do. We believe in generations. When they almost rip you off with Horizon, a PS4/PS5 upgrade. When they almost rip you off with that. Y'all didn't say nothing too much about that, did y'all? It's like everything Sony does. Sony this, Sony that, Sony this, Sony that. I need to cut that mess out. Cut it out. Y'all need to at least, y'all can be fanboys all y'all want. But all I'm saying is recognize when somebody is doing the right thing. Microsoft is trying. They've been slipping and falling since 2013, all the way up until they got to the Series X and S. You know what saved Microsoft the most with the Series X and S, even though they launched with no games, was backwards compatibility. They're at least trying. They start trying with backwards compatibility. Now they're buying up studios. They're buying up publishers. Okay. Now that they got all these, they got 31 studios or 38 studios now. All they need to do is put those studios to work. Show us some good quality stuff. Once they do that, the value is going to increase even more. We need to wake up and realize what the heck is going on. Stop acting like we got amnesia here. That's all I'm saying. It's not over until the fat lady sings. Sony knows what they need to do. It's not over for Sony yet. Sony needs to know. Sony needs to sit down. They should already know that, hey, this is what we need to do. Sony knows what's best for Sony. So Sony it's not all over for Sony. It's not. Sony needs to pivot now and think smart on what they're going to do. This should teach them a lesson not to bank on Call of Duty. Not to bank on Call of Duty. Let's have our own Call of Duty. That's how you combat this. Have your own Call of Duty. Have your own Diablo. Have your own Candy Crush. Have your own stuff so nobody can come in and pull the rug onto your foot and take away no IP from you. Have your own IPs. That's critically acclaimed. That's bringing in billions of dollars every year. That's what Sony needs to focus on. The $1 billion a year IP, multiplayer IPs. That's what they need to focus on instead of crying a river about Call of Duty. Come on, man. Come on. Seriously. It's far from over, man. Jet Lee with the $20 says, I have all three companies stock. Okay, I already had that already. Let's see here. Wolf says, okay, I think I got Wolf already about Game Pass. Okay. And then we have Larry K with the $1. Thank you so much. Steve Jobs was right about Microsoft. Okay. And then we have
we're swimming in cash.
Overraised Gamer with the $5. In order to get games, you need studios. Exactly. Now that they got the studios, all they got to do is work on the games. That's all they got to do. Work on the games and make quality. That's it. That's it. In order to get games, you need studios. Microsoft is doing it right. Thank you. Somebody with sense. Somebody with sense. Somebody with sense. Sony isn't. They're living in the past. This is why I have both. But yeah, Xbox. Exactly. This is why you have both. So it'd be a win-win situation instead of you crying over spoiled grapes. Oh, Call of Duty is no longer going to be on PlayStation. So what? Buy Xbox. My tweet went viral yesterday. My tweet on Twitter saying buy a Series X went viral yesterday. Because I meant what I said. Buy a Series X. We're complaining too much. Even before I even got into this discussion today, I said buy a Series X. Enough said. Buy a Series. Y'all saw me tweet out that tweet yesterday. That tweet went viral. That tweet has like, what, 1,500 likes and over 100 and something retweets. Because it's true. Buy a Series X and stop complaining. Why are we complaining about COD in the future not being on PlayStation? Why are we complaining when we can own both? So we can all win as gamers. For those who can afford both, buy both. Stop complaining. I'm tired of y'all making excuses and complaining. Some of y'all already got PC. Play it on PC. Y'all have no excuse. Y'all so ungrateful. Y'all so ungrateful and selfish. Trez with the $10 says, you're right, Marlon. Tell Clive, shut up. I really don't like Clive, bro. I don't like Clive either. I don't. I really don't. Ja with the $10 says, Sony could make a deal with Sega, Capcom, or Konami right now if they wanted to. Exactly.
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
Exactly. They can afford to do so. Last year, they had $44 billion, right? In September, the last quarter, they had $16 billion. They can afford to buy Konami. They can afford to buy Sega, right? They can afford to buy Square Enix if they wanted to. People have been wanting Sony to buy Square Enix for a long time. That's how you answer back to Microsoft with this big acquisition. You buy Square Enix. That's what people have been wanting Sony to do for a long time anyway. If you're going to buy a third-party publisher, Sony, buy Square Enix. Buy Konami. Buy Sega. That's what I'm saying. Why sit there and complain? Oh, Sony's...
we're swimming in cash.
AM21 with the $10. Thank you so much for the support. White, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Make sure you turn on that notification bell on all. All new subscribers, hit the bell on all, man, so you never miss out. But like I said, they could make a deal right now. They could make a deal. There ain't no excuse. If these companies, Capcom, all these, Konami, if everybody's up for sale, they can buy it if they want to. Konami would be one of the biggest benefits to Sony when it comes to first-party stuff. Capcom, when you're talking about fighting games and Resident Evil and all that, Resident Evil is a big franchise. Look at Resident Evil Village. Are you serious? Jump on that.
Boy, we're swimming in
That's the next publisher that can add value. Jump on that. What are we doing here? That doesn't make sense. What are we doing here? I am tired of people making excuses for Sony, man. Tired of it. Sony has the former USA CEO of Capcom in the house as SVP over their Japan and Asia division. That's what I said. Poor excuse. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. $8.99. Sony will respond releasing all games to PC day one. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So right now, let's talk about this gatekeeping situation, because I ain't done yet. I'm just getting started. The Chosen King. The Chosen Kid.
We're swimming in cash.
Says Sony seeing this coming, that they have to look at their service mobile studio. They have people working on shooters and and that was part of COD. Hey man, listen, I'm tired of people making excuses. I'm tired of people doing it. Diving into our next story here. Let's talk about gatekeeping. Xbox is gatekeeping. They say Xbox is gatekeeping. You hear it? Are you hearing it?
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
Xbox is gatekeeping with this purchase. Y'all hearing it? Xbox is gatekeeping. Right under their post yesterday. Oh, you're gatekeeping. How is Microsoft gatekeeping? Because they have a lot of money on hand. They can do things that other companies can't do. How are they gatekeeping? If it was Sony, right? It would have been the same thing. You would have heard, oh, Sony is gatekeeping because they bought Bethesda and they bought Activision. So they're gatekeeping. Are you serious? Gatekeeping? Gatekeeping. If Microsoft didn't buy Activision, somebody else was going to buy them. But no, it's for the embetterment of the console and Game Pass and PC. Don't you guys get it? Everybody is winning from this acquisition. It's adding value. Value should be in your head, not gatekeeping. Oh, Microsoft. Oh my God. Microsoft is so good. They gatekeeping. Oh my gosh. Can you stop gatekeeping, Microsoft? Really? Really? It's for the embetterment of PC players, Xbox players, mobile players, cloud players. Four different type of gamers are getting the benefit out of this. And we're complaining. We are complaining. Oh, they're just gatekeeping. Now they're gatekeeping because they bought Activision now. They were gatekeeping when they bought Bethesda. But if Sony does it, if Nintendo does it, they're not gatekeeping. You see how hypocritical people are? But they're gatekeeping. Come on, man. Like I'm tired of people making excuses. I'm tired of people making excuses. All Microsoft is trying to do is strengthen their first-party portfolio. Microsoft just needs to continue to work very hard to get quality first-party experiences. Now they got all the studios. They got more studios than Sony right now. All they got to do is focus on quality, and then they'll be fine. If they want in the future to buy more studios here and there, that's their prerogative. But a big purchase like that, I don't see that happening again on that magnitude. I don't know. But this is a great time. If you're an Xbox boy, if you're a true gamer, this is a great time for you to get hyped. Because people who are subscribed to Game Pass, people who have both consoles are winning right now. The naysayers, the one who are complaining about Microsoft gatekeeping, they only have one console, one out of the other. Those are the people who are complaining. Do you get it? It's easy for those people with one or the other console. Some of them might have both. There's exceptions to the rule. Some of them might have both and still complaining, saying that, oh, Xbox is y'all need to chill. They're gatekeeping. Sony can gatekeep too. Sad, man. It's sad. It's like we just can't celebrate. I've been saying this from last year, way before this Activision deal. Way before this Activision deal, I've been saying it. I said we need to celebrate. We need to celebrate Xbox. Haven't I been saying it? Haven't I been saying it since last year? I told you guys, celebrate Xbox. When you see Xbox making the right moves, when they showed Hellblade 2, the whole industry got shocked. It sent a huge ripple effect, like Microsoft is not playing around. When I saw Hellblade 2, I was like, man, they're not playing around, bro. They're not playing around. With this Activision acquisition, they're not playing around. They're not playing around. They mean business. They're actually putting in work. They actually mean business. We just have to give credit where credit's due. We all need to celebrate every platform. Doesn't matter if you like it or not. That's the problem with the world. Even the whole human race situation with color. You know what I'm saying? People tear down each other. It's the same thing with gaming. Doesn't matter which color you rep. You could be a green person, a blue person, a red person, a pink person. Doesn't matter what color you are. We all need to come together. Gaming brings us together. We need to unite. When we are united, we're stronger. Why is it that we can't be happy for Xbox? You understand what I'm saying? We need to be happy for Xbox. When Sony makes power moves, we need to celebrate Sony too. We need to make it fair. That's what I'm saying. Make it a fair deal. We can't just be praising one company and tearing down the other company. We have to bring up both of them. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of people doing that. When Microsoft in the past with the Xbox One, yeah, there was a lot of bashing going around. I was bashing them too. I'm like, man, what the heck is this? This is trash. Y'all need to do better than this. I call them out. But now they have gotten up out of the ashes of the laughing stock and the shame. Now they're trying to redeem themselves. Now they're trying to do something positive. That's all I'm saying. I'm tired of y'all making excuses. Now y'all talking about gatekeeping. Seriously, man, y'all need to stop. Stop this nonsense about gatekeeping and really embrace Microsoft with the Xbox brand. Do y'all want Microsoft and the well, Microsoft ain't going nowhere, but y'all want the Xbox brand to go under? And then it's just be Sony and Nintendo? We already know what's going to happen between Sony and Nintendo already. So let's not fool ourselves. The more competition we have in the console space is the better it is. Some of y'all would like for Xbox to go away tomorrow. That's how selfish some of y'all are. Some of y'all don't even care. Y'all want Xbox to go under because y'all hate Xbox that much. Y'all want Xbox to just go away, melt away, go away, disappear. Give it all to Sony. Sony is king at the end of the day, right? Come on, man. We know that two kings can't rule in a kingdom, but at least give credit where credit's due. I'm telling y'all, this generation is up for the best generation ever from both Sony and Microsoft. No longer is Microsoft wasting time and being a laughingstock and let Sony outshine them. Sony had they shine during the PS4 era. Sony thought that they was going to come in this generation and walk over Microsoft. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. That's all I'm saying. Not going to happen. Microsoft is not going out without a fight. So I'm congratulating Xbox. Why we can't do that? Diving into our next story here. Where there's a cause, there's an effect. So, in the wake of the whole Activision Blizzard thing, right? Sony and their shares right now is not looking so good. Definitely not looking so good. Obviously, because people are wanting to know, okay, how is Sony going to respond to this? Like, Sony, what are you going to do in response of, you know, Microsoft buying Activision? Right now, Sony shares drop 16% at a highest 16%. Yesterday was 7% in the wake of the whole Microsoft Activision Blizzard news, right? Now I think it went up to 16%. So Sony has to do something, right? They have to do something. We already know this already. They have to have some type of response to reconcile the situation. We know they're coming out with Spartacus, right? Because Jim Ryan said that they're going to have something to combat with what they're doing. See, the problem is with Sony is always so complacent. Sony wants to be on the throne, right? With PlayStation. They just want to be on the throne. The almighty Sony. Everything comes through us, right? That's what Sony wants. More importantly, that's what they want. Sony wants to be the Apple of the gaming industry. They just want to take over every single thing, right? Forget about Microsoft. Forget about Nintendo. We want to be king. We want to rule this kingdom by ourselves. We see what happened with Sony when they got cocky with PS3. We see what they did with the Xbox One era. Now it's time. If Microsoft outdoes Sony this generation, oh well. Oh well. Microsoft deserves to get a dub. What's wrong with that? If Microsoft ends up winning this generation based off of quality games, based off of, adding value to gamers, so what? They need to win for a change. Samson with the $5 says, Xbox guys also wants Sony to go under too. That is true. That is true. On the green side, they want Sony to go under too. But my thing is this. You need both. You literally need both. You need both companies to be winning. You understand what I'm saying? You need all three companies, I should say, winning. Because competition is good for business. It is good because it makes, now you should be happy. For my Sony boys out there, y'all should be happy that Microsoft is out here making power moves, because I am sick and tired of Sony being in the shadows. Some people are calling Sony cowards because they hide in the shadows, because they're doing the samurai. They have the samurai mentality. They have the ninja mentality. Microsoft got the ninja mentality too. I'm sick and tired of Sony being in the shadows, hiding. Sony needs to be more aggressive. Stop leaning back in your freaking chair and act like you're King Tut. That's what Sony doing. Sony chilling right now on a freaking boat in a private island, drinking on some freaking coconut water and thinking about what they're gonna do next. Sony just chilling right now. Sony like, okay, they got Activision, we got what we got. Sony's just cocky and arrogant. And a lot of you guys are going to continue. We need Sony to communicate more. That's one of the biggest problems with Sony. They feel like because they're almighty, they don't have to come out and talk. I'm sick of that crap. They act like they're better than everybody else and that they stuff can make beef patty. Like, seriously. I'm sick and tired of that. We need Sony to come out of their shell and start communicating more with their fan base. That's something that people been crying about this generation so far with the PS5. Sony ain't communicating enough. So if Microsoft didn't make a move like this, Sony will continue to be quiet for months until they get ready to come out. Y'all need to realize what's going on. Sony needs to come out of the shadows. They need to come. I said this. I told God this. I said, God, if you make me blow up on YouTube, I will make a difference in people's lives. I will win souls to Christ. And I will also make a difference in the gaming industry, because if God puts me in a position of power, I'm going to use my power. I'm going to use my clout for the right thing. Heck, the streams is already reaching a bunch of people out on Twitter, the right people on Twitter to see what I'm saying. So it's just a matter of time before we blow up. And I'm not going to stop working hard until we get there. Sony needs to come out of the shadows. Be more open. Be more receptive. Stop being in the shadows and hiding. Come out and talk. Talk to your fans. Let them know what the heck going on with the PS5. People said last year that PS5 was gathering dust towards the end of the 2021. People say, oh, well, I'm playing Xbox. I'm playing Xbox. I'm playing Halo. I'm playing Forza. That's good, man. That's good for Xbox. For a change. You see, That's what we want. That's what we want from Sony, guys. That's all I'm saying. In the wake of their stock dropping, they need to be more aggressive. Microsoft is being aggressive. I'm not saying that Sony is not planning on being aggressive. They need to be more aggressive. It shouldn't take a big acquisition like this. January month is normally dead. You understand what I'm saying? It's normally a dead month in general. You get what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to drive home is it shouldn't take a big acquisition for Sony to just wake up from the dead and start talking to their fans. It's ridiculous and it needs to stop. That's the problem with Sony. They're just too high and mighty. They believe because, well, we make the best single player games. Yes, we give you that. Yes, you do. But how long is that going to hold up for? We're always going to get hyped for Sony games. We're always going to get hyped for Microsoft games. When it looks appealing to us, when the graphics looks good, when the replay value is good, right? We're always going to stand up as gamers for what's right. At least the majority of us should. We should stand for what's right and not what's wrong. I'm tired of people making excuses, man. If you're going to love your PS5, love your Xbox too. Show your Xbox or your PC some love. Period. Show both love. That's all I'm saying. You should be happy. Now, you get to blow off the dust. If Halo didn't appeal to you, if Forza didn't appeal to you, now you get to blow off dust off your Series X or S in the future because you can have COD on there. You can have Diablo on there. StarCraft, World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, Crash Bandicoot, Guitar Hero, Spyro. Now you can blow the dust off your Xbox or your PC. This is a win-win situation. You're getting the value out of the money that you spend into these boxes. So it's a win-win situation at the end of the day, regardless of which platform you play. We need to embrace each other, man. I'm sick and tired of people doing this. I really am. It's annoying. Diving into our next story here. We're going to take a look at a trailer for Horizon Forbidden West for PS5. And like I said before, Microsoft, when it comes to single player games, they got so much stuff to choose from now. They got 38 studios. All they got to do right now is put in the work. Put in the work, give us the quality experiences. That's it. Simple as that. Now you get to compete with Sony now. It's crazy, man. I don't understand. Embrace gaming. It's simple as that. That's all we got to do is embrace gaming. Thank y'all so much for the subscriptions. Kenneth with the $5 says, be turquoise, both consoles. Okay. Be a tortoise. Kenny G, Jeffa Jr. and Darlo. Thank you so much for the subscription. All right, let's dive right off into this one because like I said, I'm just sick and tired of what people are doing right now. It's just, it doesn't make it. And look at this. Make no mistake that this game is going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing experience for everybody that wants a PlayStation 5 or a PS4 or whatever the case may be. Like I said, prime example, looking at Horizon Forbidden West, it's a quality game. Look at Hellblade 2. That's going to be a quality game too. That's going to make you guys want to sign up to get a Xbox or whatever the case may be in the future, or PC or whatever the case may be. So let's take a look at Horizon, and I'm just trying to show you the quality of Sony games. Here we go. Tried and true.
I'm running out of time.
Captured on PS5.
The land is dying. People are suffering. Soon, they'll starve. And
I got you,
machines
Tristellas. I got you.
Are out of control. I have to find a way to fix it all. And the answer is somewhere out in the Forbidden West.
In the West, war is the rule. Peace, the exception. The rebel leader, ready slaughter all those who've wronged her. She will kill anyone who gets in her way. They say she answers to a higher power. He's supplied her with troops, weapons, even the ability to control machines. Machines of war.
Whatever secrets he has, he's keeping to himself. And the solution I need is broken and scattered. Everywhere I look, things are falling apart. I don't know if I can find a way forward. Like Elizabeth did.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
We're not the only ones who seek them.
All right. So, case in point of what I'm saying. Tricellis, let me get to your $5 right here, sir. It says, with this purchase, Tricellis with the 5, thank you so much. With this purchase, Microsoft will not be making games anymore. They're going to be a publisher. Make no mistake, though, this move is about VR, actually. Hey, man, listen, thank you for the $5. This is what I'm saying, okay? This is what I'm saying. Like, that's what quality studios give you. Quality studios give you quality games, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't take away anything else from what I just said today, quality studios give you quality games, quality experiences. That's what Sony is known for. With Guerrilla, with Insomniac, with all these other studios that Sony have. Housemarque, you name it. They have. You name all the studios they have. This is what they're known for, quality. Microsoft got studios now, so there's no excuse. There's no excuse for Microsoft not to produce quality experience. There's no excuse for it. That's all I'm saying at the end of the day. So if you're Microsoft right now and you're looking at the titles that Sony are coming out with, you need to find a way to match that quality. Quality control. Don't take it out of the oven unless it's fully cooked and ready to go. That's all I'm saying, guys. At the end of the day, the big takeaway from today's lesson is be smart, be more aggressive. When you see your competition rising, you need to do something because the limelight is on your competition. Sony can make moves too. I don't know why people are sitting here making it seem like Sony can't make moves. Sony can make moves. They're going to make the moves that's best for them. But it also needs to be the move that is best for the Sony fan base. Because they can turn around tomorrow and buy Konami. A lot of PlayStation fans will be happy because they know what Konami comes with. They could buy Capcom. They could buy what's the other company? Capcom and Square Enix, right? They could buy Square Enix. They have options. They have options. So that's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying at the end of the day. You have options. Microsoft, they got so much stuff going on right now. All they need to do is focus on quality. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. If y'all brand new to the channel, click that subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell. All right, so diving into our next story here, ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk about this new controller here for the PS5. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to be buying this controller. This is more of like a fighting type of controller or whatever the case may be. But hey, nevertheless, we're going to talk about it because maybe some of you guys will probably like it or probably want to purchase it or whatever the case may be. So this is why we try to be fair to every single gamer here. We're not going to sit here and just give a blind eye to people who really want to purchase things or do certain things that they want to do. So here we go. So as you guys can see right here, it's the Fighting Commander Octa for PS5. It's going to be $60. And this is the controller. I don't know if you guys will be interested. So this is like for fighting games. Hence why I said I need to buy Capcom. You know what I'm saying? Like have more fighting games, have more things going on. So it'd be a win-win situation for you. Okay. Joel, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. Do me a favor. Turn on that notification bell to where you never miss out on what we got going on here. But as you guys can see, at $59 for this fight pad, it says secure the KO with the new Hori Fighting Commander Octa for PS5. The Fighting Commander Octa is the ultimate controller for 2D fighting games and many other 2D software titles. So there you guys go. I don't know if you guys are going to be picking this up. I thought I would literally show it on stream for you guys. All right, so let's dive into another title that I think is getting ready to drop on the 4th of next month. So we're going to talk about Dying Light 2 file size, okay? We have to talk about Dying Light 2 file size and what's going on with that. And let's just say this is a game that's slated with, what, 500 hours, and then you could beat the single player without doing any side missions. I think, was it 20 hours? And then with some other missions and stuff, 100 hours. So if you want to beat the whole entire thing, it's 500 hours. So Dying Light 2 is getting ready to drop. And so we have to talk about the file sizes here if you guys want. So we have the Xbox and we have PC and we have PS5. So all of that is right here right now for you guys. And let's do a full breakdown. And then we have a little bit more time to break down everything else that we've been talking about during the show. So Dying Light 2 file size on Xbox is twice as large as on PS5. So right now, Dying Light 2 on PlayStation 5 will come in at 32.5, right? So that's not terrible for an open world game. And then PC players can expect 60 gigabyte, which is not too bad, right? And then Xbox players can expect 72 gigabyte. So 72 gigabyte for Xbox players, 60 gigabyte for PC players, and 32.5 gigabyte for PlayStation 5. Obviously, PlayStation have that compression technology to compress the file sizes and things like that to make them smaller. So that really paid off very well for Sony there. But needless to say, people got bigger storage on Xbox, so this shouldn't be a problem. And then PC, people got all type of, you know, higher terabytes in storage and things of that nature. So 60 for PC, 72 for Xbox, and 32 for PlayStation 5. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. All right, so diving into our next story here, we have to talk about Final Fantasy 16. Now, I know some of you guys been wondering what's going on with Final Fantasy 16 and everything like that. Like I said, we already know they're still working on it. I think they're going to use this year to actually finish up and work on the game and things of that nature. It was supposed to get announced the last time, right, at the last Sony event, but we didn't get it. And then people was hoping that it was going to be at the VGAs. Well, this might be a 2023 title. I know some people are not going to be happy about this, but hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. So let's dive right off into this, shall we? So this can actually make sense for a lot of you guys. So here we go, man. Here we go. So diving into our next story, Final Fantasy 16 is absent from Square Enix 2022 release lineup. So right now, it's not listed in the lineup of games from Square Enix for 2022. I mean, obviously, we're expecting a reveal, the next reveal, to be in the spring of this year, and maybe we can find out about release date or something along that altitude. But as it sits right now, it's not in Square Enix lineup as we speak right now for 2022. So only time will tell what happens. But as we speak right now, we have Life is Strange Remastered Collection, Babylon's Fall, and Forspoken and Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin is supposed to slate for 2022, and we don't necessarily have anything right now Final Fantasy 16 in that 2022 window. So it might be a 2023 title, but we'll see how that actually turns out. Okay, now Bobby Kotick. Okay, now Bobby Kotick. Let's talk about this man right now, because This man has been in the news for the past year or so, or even longer, years. We've been hearing about misconduct happening, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's really, really sad because misconduct happens all the time. But when it just keeps on happening and there's not a change. Now, like I said, Microsoft is going to have their work cut out for them when it comes to just acquiring Activision, because now they got to go in and clean up the mess. They just have to. I know some people are talking about Microsoft CEO and Bobby Kotick and this and that. Here's the thing. Bobby Kotick has to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's like, with all the stuff that's been going on for years, everybody wants him to be gone. But here's the thing. He will leave Activision once the deal closes. So once the deal closes, he's out the door. But he's going to be smiling his way to the bank. You understand what I'm saying? Because now that once the deal goes through and everybody has to report to Phil Spencer as boss and everything like that, like I said, Phil has a lot of work to do. Microsoft has a lot of work to do because you need to make the work environment as safe as possible, right? You need to make it as safe as possible, as comfortable as possible for people to work. All this crap that's going on cannot keep happening because it's going to show into the games. You understand what I'm saying? If people are not happy, bro, it's going to show into their workflow. This cannot happen. Justice for people who are being mistreated or harassed or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? And this man has to go. If this man has been condoning this stuff, he got to go. And he's not going to leave until that deal closes. So as we speak right now, this man is still in the high chair. And what I'm about to say is literally going to blow your freaking minds. PlayStation Greatness, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Do me a favor, turn on that notification bell to never miss out until that's done. All right. So like I said before, nothing is going to happen until the deal is done. As it speaks right now, things are going to remain the same, right? Until the deal is done. When the deal is done, then Microsoft can go in and make adjustments like they should. They should go in there. They should want to go in there and change up the culture, change up the Activision culture, because it's been suffering and people have been complaining left and right about all different type of stuff. So you want to dig in and change up the playing field for everybody. So the workplace, the harassment got to go. The misconduct got to go. Everything else that's under the sun that's not right got to go. Period. So now Clear via reporting that Dina Bass, if I'm saying her name correctly, Dina Bass, reporting that Bobby Kotick will be gone after the deal closes. So there you go on that. Now, let's talk about this. People want him gone, but this man is going to be smiling his way to the bank. Remember, we talked about this. I think in 2020, I believe, he was one of the highest paid CEOs for that calendar year. This man is making money. This man, if this man just leaves and retire tomorrow, he's good. His kids is good. This man got generational wealth. So you think he's worried about stepping down from CEO? He needs to go because of all the allegations and harassment and misconduct that he's condoning. He got to go. I'm just saying, he has to go. All right. But let's dive into this next portion here, because this man is going to be smiling his way to the bank. Heck, right now he's smiling. Right now he's smiling because he got a lot of money in the bank. He's rubbing his hand like Birdman. Like, y'all want me gone, huh? Y'all want me gone, huh? I promise you guys, I got to make a skit. I got to make a YouTube short skit about this whole Activision deal. I promise you right now, I got to make a skit. Bobby Kotick could make over 300, let this sink in, over $350 million from the Activision deal. So it ain't just unicorns and rainbows. This man is going to walk away a multi-billionaire, right? Like, at this point, I'm pretty sure we got to understand what's going on here. From the deal alone, because he has shares in Activision, right? I mean, he's the top dog. He had shares at $95 into Activision. So his portion is $350 million. $350 million. Okay? From the that's just off the deal alone that he's gonna make. then the company's CEO could also receive some $290 million if he's pushed out following the takeover. So if he leaves, if they push him out, he's going to get $290 million. From the actual deal itself, he's getting $350 million. Sit down and think about that. Sit down and think about that. How much money that is. Like, seriously, this man is good. $350 million from the deal, and then an additional $290 million if he's being pushed out. That's insane. That is insane. That is insane. So it's a win-win situation. The deal, which will give Microsoft exclusive ownership of Call of Duty, Warcraft, Overwatch, Crash Bandicoot, Guitar Hero, and more, is expected to close during Microsoft fiscal year, ending on June 30th, 2023. So that's when the deal is going to close. June 30th, 2023. According to the filings with U.S. Security and Exchange Commission, Bobby Kotick held God dog it. I can't. I can't. $3.9 million in shares. Crazy, man. Crazy. I like I said, y'all want to get rid of him. Y'all want to get rid of him so bad. There you have it. There you have it. There you have it. The man is going to be swimming in cash. But like I said, with Microsoft buying Activision now, they got to dig in. Once the deal is closed, they got to dig in and change up the culture. They got to change up the culture of the harassment and the misconduct and the allegations and all of this. That has to change, or else it's not going to be good. Period. Diving into our next story here. Horizon. Once again, we're talking about Horizon, and it's going to be brief because we just looked at the trailer and everything like that. So now it's time for us to talk about something that's very interesting here, which, again, this is not no major surprise or anything, but Horizon Forbidden West adds Black Panther and Matrix stars to its rapidly growing cast on PS4 and PS5. So they have Carrie-Anne Moss, and they added Angela Bassett. So that's really good. Two great actresses, two iconic actresses to the portfolio. And can't wait to play Horizon Forbidden West. I think it's going to be a great, great game. Thank you so much for subscribing, Pat. Welcome to the channel. If you are brand new, considering subscribing to the channel, turn on the post notification, and please hit that like button. I thank you guys so much. I'm over here sweating for you guys. All right. So diving into our next story here, which, again, everybody's been throwing salt on Vanguard. And this is proof. And we're going to end this off with living proof that Call of Duty still remains supreme, still putting up billions of dollars for Activision, and which now it's going to be billions of dollars for Microsoft, because now Microsoft is going to swim in even more cash. Just for those people who don't, like I always tell people, not because Clive and Paula and Sabrina and everybody else is not purchasing Call of Duty, don't mean it's all doom and gloom for Call of Duty. Call of Duty might not be as what it used to be, but it's still putting up insane numbers. Get this. Believe it or not, a lot of people did not like Vanguard, but get this. Call of Duty Vanguard was PS4 and PS5's best-selling game of 2021 in the US. Sony hurting right now. Sony's going to be hurting in the future. Do y'all hear what I just said? Not Spider-Man, not Returnal, not Ratchet and Clank, not Deathloop, not Kena. For 2021, Call of Duty was the best-selling game in the US. Let that sink in. So say whatever you want to say about Call of Duty. Call of Duty still reigns supreme at the end of the day. That game is showing no signs of so cry a river about Call of Duty is garbage. But here's the thing. It's still selling. The best-selling game. And that's a multi-platform. So Sony is going to be hurting. Sony got to do something. After this deal is closed out and Microsoft is like, Call of Duty stays with us. Sony got to do something. The best-selling game. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Smart move on Microsoft part. Wow. Wow. A third-party game. I'm not surprised. A third-party game was the best-selling game for PlayStation. Pro move. You know what this means for Microsoft now? I can't even stress it. We ain't even going to go back into it. We're not even going to go back into it. We're just not. Activision Call of Duty Vanguard was the best-selling game on PS4 and PS5 for 2022. The MPD Group has revealed in its latest figures the World War II-based shooter's main competitor was Insomniac Games' Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Shout out to Miles Morales. Still selling well at number 2. Miles Morales was the second best-selling game in 2021. People are still buying Miles Morales. It's insane. It's insane. That's a game I always recommend. If people want to buy a PS5, get Miles Morales. It's a great game. There's so many other games to play on PlayStation. But Call of Duty Vanguard, number 1. Reign supreme over Madden, over Battlefield, over FIFA. Ghost of Tsushima was number 6. So not bad for Sony having a first-party IP at number 2. Not bad. But I'm just trying to show you, since we're on the whole Activision / Blizzard situation, I'm just trying to show y'all something. I'm just trying to tell y'all something. That this is proof that Call of Duty still reigns supreme. It still reigns supreme. And the fact that Microsoft is going to potentially fully 100% own that IP after 2023, after June 30th, 2023, when that deal goes through, man, crazy. Persian Knight, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate the love and the support. Appreciate the love and the support. Says Marlon, you're saying all this about Xbox, but they still not on top of Sony. Sony is still on top. Okay. I need you to break down how Sony is still on top. How is Sony? What Sony is on top of right now that Microsoft cannot potentially have? Like I said, with this deal that is gonna go through, this is gonna put Microsoft at the top. If Sony doesn't do something, as it sits right now, Microsoft has way more games in the pipeline. They have way more studios, so they have way more games in the pipeline. The question is, the $1 million question is, are these titles are gonna be quality? Quality is what we're looking at. Quality. So y'all saying, oh, Sony's on top. Okay. What about Microsoft? Microsoft is on top now. Once they got this deal now. Sony has to respond. Why is everybody saying Sony has to respond? If you're on top, then why do you need to respond? I guarantee this stock is dropping, right? People on the PlayStation side of things want them to respond. So how are they on top? Well, you're going to say, well, oh, the games. Okay, of course the games. Well, Microsoft got more games now. How long is Sony going to be on top for? With Microsoft acquiring Activision now. They got Bethesda now. They got so many games in development now. How long the almighty Sony can reign supreme for? Because as far as I'm seeing it on paper, right now, if you want to say on top, Microsoft is on top right now. Microsoft has been trying to do everything right since this generation start. Yes, they launched with no games, but they made up for it with backwards compatibility, something that Sony is not doing. So please riddle me this. How is Sony on top right now? Besides their single-player exclusive titles that we know is getting ready to drop. Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine and whatever else. So how are they on top right now? Riddle me that. Come on, man. Come on. That's why I said some of y'all need to pull y'all head out of the clouds. Pull your head out of the clouds. How are they on top? Y'all need to wake up and smell the coffee. Wake up and realize what's going on. Sony needs to do something, right? That's what everybody been saying. Or Sony could just keep doing what they're doing. Oh, we're not hurt by Call of Duty. We're not hurt by everything else that Microsoft. We're just gonna keep making things. So you're saying, basically, you're saying Sony is on top right now, and Sony just needs to continue what Sony does best. They don't need to make a move. They don't need to do anything to combat with what Game Pass is doing, right? But they got a subscription service, and it's not even close to the value that Microsoft is offering now with Game Pass. Now with this acquisition on top. Think about what I'm saying. Oh boy. Listen, man. People don't like hearing the truth, and I'm always going to speak the truth from my heart, regardless of what anybody say. Yes, I was blinded at one point to the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I had to realize, and I'm like, bro, when Sony is wrong, I had to call him out. I said, nah, nope. Sony, you're wrong. I love Sony games. You guys already know that. I'm passionate about Sony. You guys already know that. But fair is fair. Right is right. I love Microsoft. I've been loving Microsoft since day one. It's been a love and hate relationship over the years. And I think this is for everybody. Now I can love Microsoft again because the Xbox Series X is one of the best consoles ever made from Microsoft now. At this point, they're trying to do everything. They're trying to make the right steps. They're trying to buy more studios. They're trying to add more value to Game Pass to benefit you, the gamer. So how is Sony on top right now? If you're on top, oh, don't get me started. We're in the Q&A session right now. So if you have any questions or concerns, super chats or anything, fire off at the hip. I'm about to dig in now, because best believe when I dig in, ain't nobody like when I dig in. Check this out. If you're on top, I'm about to rant now, so get ready. Y'all started this, not me. If you're on top, why the heck do you need to compete with Game Pass? If Jim Ryan knows that Sony is on top, why would he make that statement saying we need to compete with Game Pass? We're going to try to compete with Game Pass. If you're on top, it shouldn't matter what the competitor is doing, right? You're almighty Sony. You're almighty Sony. You sit on the throne. You are ace dog. You are ace. You top dog. You standing on the throne. It doesn't matter. You're at the top. Who cares what Microsoft is doing? Who cares? Who cares? You're top dog, right? You top dog. Who's top dog now? If you are top dog, you shouldn't be worrying about competing with the competitors. Stay in your lane. Keep doing things the old-fashioned way. The old 1800 Mr. Miyagi mindset. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on. Deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. They're still in that old Okinawa mindset. Come on, man. We got to get out of that old school mentality.
To go even further beyond.
If you're on top, make it make sense. If you're on top, make it make sense. You shouldn't be worried about what anybody else is doing or what any other company is doing. Stick to what works best for you. Just release quality first-party titles like you've been doing for years. Don't worry about buying no more studios. Just stay stagnant same way and see if you don't sink like Titanic. See if everybody, including Jim Ryan, they throw him outside, out of his office, in his drawers, in his old drawers, pack his shriveled behind up through the door. I'm just saying, Ryan, you gotta go. Why? Why you gotta go? Because ain't no changes happening here. Microsoft is out here making power moves. You sitting over here biting on your old wrinkled finger and spitting out fingernails while Microsoft out here making power moves. You gotta go. Your tough turbid behind has to go. But you're a top dog, right? You top dog, right? You big boy, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he big boy. Yeah, that boy right there, he big boy. He top dog. He top dog. Don't worry about what the heck I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. You top dog. The point of the matter is this. Who's on top? Microsoft is on top right now. They're more aggressive. They're more aggressive. If you are Sony Pony, you are going to be locked and centered in your mind to think, oh, they're top dogs. They're top dog. Yeah, they're top dog. Yeah, okay. Keep thinking that. This is a whole different mindset that we need to have. Whole different mindset we need to have. This ain't the early 2000s. This ain't 2013 all over again. This is a whole different Microsoft. They ain't playing no more. So if you're on top, you don't need to respond. You don't need to respond. You need to just sit there in your high chair and come out with your little Spider-Mans and all that other stuff you've been doing. Right? Why respond? Why does Sony need to respond for? What the heck are you responding for if you're top dog? Come on, man. Listen, bro. Listen. Y'all need to wake up and realize what's going on. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They don't want to give credit where credit's due. Give Microsoft credit. Give them credit at the end of the day. That's all I'm saying. That's the fiber that's holding us together. Not this console war nonsense. Which console is more powerful than the other? As long as you're playing games, you are winning. For those people who are saying, oh, he's switching to the green side. No, I'm speaking facts. This is you speaking facts. This is not you switching over to one side. It's not switching over. It's facts. It's what's right in front of your eyes. Use your eyes. Use your mouth in the right sense. Not sitting there on Twitter gossiping like a little schoolgirl. Look at Microsoft. They bought up Activision. Sony got the single player games. Instead of you sitting there gossiping on Twitter like it's Days of Our Lives or Bold and the Beautiful, do something positive. Say, you know what, Xbox? I appreciate what you're trying to do. Microsoft, I appreciate what you're trying to do. Instead of you green flag. It ain't gonna change, man. People gonna do what they gonna do. I'm chilling like a villain, baby. I'm winning at the end of the day.
We're swimming in cash.
I'm winning at the end of the day. We right here. I'm winning. I am winning. I am good. I'm subscribed to Game Pass. I got a PS5. I got 2 PS5s. I got an Xbox Series X. I got a One X. I'm fixing to get a Series S. I'm winning at the end of the day. Ain't no complaints over here. I got a PC with a 3090. I'm good. I'm winning at the end of the day. Y'all can sit there and clown all y'all want. Who's top dog now? Y'all decide that. Oh, don't worry. The Xbox flag is coming. I already ordered already. $39 is coming. Don't worry. An Xbox flag will be right there, right next to that PlayStation flag. Don't worry. It's coming. Don't worry. It's coming. I just couldn't find a Xbox poster. The only one that they had from Amazon was a PlayStation poster. That's why you only see a PlayStation poster. They didn't have an Xbox poster like this or a PlayStation poster. I would have to get it custom made, and it was going to take weeks and months for me to get it because of the pandemic. Don't worry. I ordered an Xbox poster from Xbox early this morning, so it's coming. 5 to 7 business days, it will be on the wall. Ain't nobody got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for this. You hear what I'm saying? Of course, I'm always going to get hyped. When Sony has an event, of course, you guys already know. When it comes to reactions, I'm one of the best when it comes to reactions. So, of course, I'm going to get hyped for Sony when they show a game that I care about, God of War or Horizon or whatever. Same thing with Microsoft. When they show me Fable, when they show me Perfect Dark, when they show me Avowed, when they show me Elder Scrolls, when they show me whatever, Hellblade, whatever, I'm still going to be hyped. I'm going to be hyped for both consoles because I have both of them. So regardless, we need to be winning. It's okay to like one more than the other, but as long as you like the other one, that's all that matters. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand.
Even further beyond
Christ. There's no hope for you with a $50 donation. Appreciate the love and the support here. He says, bro, you are preaching to the choir when it comes to fanboys. If peeps can afford both consoles, you are winning, period. It's hilarious to me that a fanboy is no one-sided to one console, but has so much negativity toward the other console that they don't, bro. That they don't own. Sorry. Yeah, facts. Thank you so much for the $50. Thank you for the $50. It's sad. It's sad. Sad. CD Player with the $5 says, Marlon, come on, bro. Just because you're on top of this so-called throne doesn't mean you should stop getting better. You know that. Wait. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me read this correctly. It says, Marlon, come on, bro. Just because you're on top of this so-called throne, I never claimed to be on a throne. I'm just like you guys. I got problems just like you guys. I never claimed to be on a throne. Okay? I don't want to be on a throne. That's okay. We're talking about Microsoft. People are saying that Sony is on top right now. I'm like, how is Sony on top? They're not going to be on top unless they find a way to top out Microsoft on what they're doing right now, business-wise, because this big move is going to affect Sony in every way that you can think of. So ain't nobody on no throne right now. I ain't on no throne. All right. Max Sean with a 5 says, speak your truth, Marlon. There's no need to hold back. Let it all out because the gaming community needs to be it. Absolutely right, bro. Yeah, facts. Tony with the 408 says, the amount of lawsuits up that Activision had to deal with the actual allegations, does Microsoft really want to be a part of it? Ubisoft and Activision are in bed together. The allegations, the baggage is tied to Microsoft. So if anything happens, yeah, Microsoft has a lot of cleaning up to do. They have a lot of cleaning up to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they have a lot of cleaning up to do. And like I said before, it's not just unicorns and rainbows because of this acquisition, because Bobby Kotick, he's going to be swimming in cash. If they throw him out, he's going to get $290 million. If when the deal closes, he's going to get $350 million. So the man is good. The man is good either way. But the man got to go because of all the things that's been happening. Ray, what's up? The man has to go regardless. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, guys, we just got to wake up and realize what's going on at the end of the day. Like, it's time. It's just time. You know? Like, but people saying, oh, Microsoft is on top right now. They are really doing top tier things right now. They got Activision under their belt sooner or later when next year gets here, right? They got Bethesda. You know, they got all these other small studios that they bought here and there. You know what I'm saying? They got 38 studios, I believe. Somebody was saying. So, man, listen, bro. Y'all tripping with yourselves. Y'all tripping with yourselves. Microsoft is $1 trillion company. So they can do whatever they want. Whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm not agreeing with is them going around buying up everybody. Save some of it for Sony. Save some of it for Nintendo. Save some of it for Amazon or Google or whatever.
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
Wait, Dennis, let me say this right quick. Hold on. I'm about to dig in now. Because when I see nonsense, I'm going to talk about it. So you're saying that I got popular because of PlayStation fans, but now I'm dumping on them. How is it that I'm dumping on PlayStation fans when I'm sitting here telling you guys, call Sony out when they're doing something wrong, right? Call Microsoft out when they're doing something wrong. Give credit where credit's due, right? Then I said, how is Sony on top right now when they're sitting here trying to come out with a service to combat with what Xbox is doing? So how is it that I'm dunking on PlayStation fans? How is it that I'm dunking? Somebody please explain this to me. I really want this to make logical sense, because this doesn't make any sense. I'm speaking facts. Facts. The problem is that we get so complacent and we've tried to put Sony on this high pedestal. We put Sony on this golden pony to where it's like we just can't even fathom like the you know what's going on. Like, are we that blinded? How is it that I'm crapping and dunking on people? I'm not dunking on anybody. I'm speaking facts. It's facts at the end of the day. Give credit where credit's due. If Sony is on top, why does Sony need to make a service? You don't need to make a service if you're on top. You need to keep doing what you're doing. Keep making your single player games. That's not dunking on anybody. That's not crapping on anybody. Are you kidding me? Listen to me. Don't get my wheels turning. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all talking all type of little nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all hurting and stuff. And this is not making you guys better. This is not adding value in your life as a gamer, as a person. Is it putting money in your pocket to be pro Sony or to be pro Xbox? It ain't putting money in my pocket one way or the other. Whichever way I want to go. You have to see both sides of the fence. In order for you to win as a person, you have to see both sides of the fence. You can't just look one way or you will miss out. I don't want to live my life in one direction. I want to go multi-direction. I want to experience everything that life has to offer me as a gamer. I don't want to live my life like that anymore. Oh, I'm just pro Sony. Oh, I'm pro Sony. Oh my gosh. Anything else Microsoft has, I'm just not going to pay attention to it because I'm pro Sony. I'm going to miss out on playing Hellblade 2 and Starfield because I'm pro Sony.
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
You gonna miss your ship. You gonna miss your boat. That's what you're gonna miss when you're just blinded, tunnel vision, one way. You gotta see both sides. Look both sides. Look all around you. That's not to dunk on anybody. That's facts. That's what you're supposed to do as a consumer. Don't you want options? If your PS5 dries up, don't you want something else to play? Common sense. How is it that you're dunking on somebody? It's like you can't even speak your heart without people saying some nonsense shenanigans. If your PS5 dries up, you know how many people last year, towards the end of last year, Sony got to make an announcement because my PS5 is gathering dust. That's because you have tunnel vision. Stop just relying on one company. Give another company a chance. Man, I did not like Xbox, but you know what? Man, I'm going to get an Xbox now because I see them trying. That's all I'm saying at the end of the day. Go buy an Xbox. Go get a PC. Do something. Stop complaining. If Sony not moving fast enough. You know how Sony is. Sony is stubborn. Sony likes to be quiet. Right? They like to do things on their own timing. Sony's going to do what Sony's going to do at the end of the day. If Sony's not producing enough games fast enough for you to enjoy, you need to be firing up your freaking Series X and having fun. Playing you some Starfield. Playing you some Redfall. Playing you some Hellblade. Playing you some Call of Duty in the future. That's what I'm talking about, having tunnel vision. Stop it, man. Now, you do what you want to do. That's on you. I don't care one way or the other. I don't care one way or the other. You do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to be fair for everybody. Fair is fair. If Microsoft slips, you best believe I'm digging. You believe that. If Sony slips, best believe I'm digging. You guys know I'm good for it. I'm not playing around. You understand what I'm saying? I'm too old for this, man. I'm too old for the bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to bull crap y'all. I'm not like these YouTubers that's opportunists. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. You're wrong. You're wrong. You guys already know how I get down when I start ranting. You guys already know me already. You know what I'm capable of already. People are always going to complain. That's what people do. They complain. They complain. Michael with the 279 says,
boy, we're
Marlon, ignore haters. You are better than G4. Forks. All right. Jet Li, thank you so much, Michael, for the 279. All right, says all my gaming is done with a DualSense Sony sound system, and I am waiting on the new BELVIEU XR. Thank you so much for the $20, Jet Li, for the XR TV. It says Game Pass and Amazon Luna played on my Xperia 1 Mark III. So many ways to support Sony that just buying the play box. Exactly. You know, you support what you want to support. You do what you want to do. It's a win-win situation at the end of the day. You do what you want to do. Let's see here. Let's see here. Thank you so much, Jet, for the $20. CD Player with the 5 says, I didn't mean you personally in the last statement. I meant in general. Okay, got you. Thank you for the $5. It says, no, you're not. It says, no, you're not. You are swinging the tide. Swinging the tide. Okay. Okay, bro. Whatever you say, Dan, whatever you say, bro. Whatever makes you sleep at night, whatever makes you happy, bro, I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. He says, how Microsoft is paying you to trash Sony like this. Do you know what trashing is? Trashing is tearing down a company and saying everything terribly wrong about them. Just saying all type of crazy stuff about them. That's trashing. I'm not trashing Sony. I'm saying that people are saying that Sony is on top right now. I said, how is it that they're on top if they're trying to compete with Microsoft with Game Pass? If you're on top, you don't need to compete with nobody, right? You just need to keep adapting and keep doing what you do best, right? I can't, bro. I can't. You can't make everybody happy. You cannot. Like, people can sit there and defend Sony all they want. They can defend Sony all they want. Like I said, my love for Sony will never change. My love for Xbox now will never change, because I see when somebody is trying, you try with them. That's with anything in life. Thank you so much for subscribing, Retro. Hit the bell on all. Doesn't matter how popular I am. Okay, none of that means anything to me, because I am doing my job. I made a promise to God that if I get popular, I was going to make my popularity mean something, make a difference. Win souls to Christ. I'm not ashamed to talk about it. People don't like it, they don't like it. But win souls to Christ and make a difference in the gaming industry. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. Professionally. Going to E3. Have my own website. Writing stories. Reviewing products. Talking to different CEOs of companies. Making moves behind the scenes. It's not now. I'm not new to this. So when people sit there and say, oh, you're bashing this and that. Okay. It's okay to get critical about a company. I still got a PS5. My PS5 is running right now. You understand what I'm saying? It's running Spider-Man Miles Morales. We got a Series X right here. We got a PC right here. I'm winning. We're winning. And we're sleeping at night. We ain't got to look over our shoulders. You get what I'm saying? So I know I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. People can do whatever they want to do. I got 3 different platforms that I can play on. I can play on PC, I can play on PlayStation and I can play on Xbox. And that's not being cocky. That's just God blessing me with the ability to be able to have these consoles in order I can produce the content that I need to produce for you guys. Adding value to you guys. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know where like, I don't understand where people's brains are. I just don't get it. It says you can like Xbox, but you know you're okay. Listen. Hear what I said. Okay? I said that I love Sony. My love for Sony will never change. Okay? It will never change. My love for Xbox now is getting stronger and stronger than ever since the whole Series X and S situation, because they're at least trying. Okay? I love Sony and I love Microsoft. I love what both companies are doing. That's it. Nothing else to it. Of course, my heart will always be with the games that I grew up on. And the games that I grew up on is what I fall in love with. And those games are from Nintendo and Sony. So my heart will forever be with those companies. Make no mistake about it. But you can love whichever company you want to love and not be a fanboy and not being blinded by just being one-sided and being naive to the fact of what the other company is doing positively. That's what I'm saying. Nintendo, if you really want to get critical, Nintendo, if there wasn't no Nintendo, there wouldn't be no PlayStation or Xbox. Nintendo is really the forefathers of gaming when you really sit down and think about it. So if we're really going to be critical, my heart will forever be with Nintendo, then Sony, then Microsoft. If you really want to be critical, if you want me to be brutally honest with you, because Nintendo had my childhood. Nintendo got me into gaming. I think Nintendo got everybody into gaming. So let's not forget that. Let's not fool ourselves with this bullcrap fanboy narrative that everybody else wants you to believe. Let's literally clear the smoke here and let's literally call it what it is. Tired of y'all making excuses. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. That's on y'all. I like what I like and I'm repping what I'm repping. I'm repping both. I'm repping Xbox and PlayStation. Okay, Nintendo, until they show me something that I care about, I'll rep. Nintendo is not the same Nintendo that I grew up on in the 90s. Let's get that facts out the way. Nintendo ain't the same Nintendo like they once were. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, this fight is between Sony and Microsoft. Make no mistake, I'm always going to be hyped for State of Plays. I'm always going to be hyped for PS5 Showcase. Make no mistake about that. That's not going to change. When Microsoft drops an event, I'm going to get hyped for it because we got more stuff to look forward to now than ever. So let's not fool ourselves. You see, that's the problem. You know, that's the problem. This is just what we do. This is what we do. This is just what we do. Jason with the $5 says, even with Game Pass and all these acquisitions, Microsoft is still in third place. Keep up the good work. Like I said, how long will Microsoft be in the position that you think they're going to be in? You can put them in whatever place you want to put them at. Third place, fourth place, fifth place. But once they start producing games and they start adding value to your life, you might change your tune. I'm just saying you might be changing your tune. You just might. Quan says, nah, bro, you have to choose. You can't be pro Sony and pro Xbox. Ha. This is lovely. Are you hearing this, ladies and gentlemen? You can't be pro Xbox. There's no rule of thumb here. You can be pro Xbox. You can be pro Sony. You can do whatever you want. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of life. Why else? Why are you going to settle when there is more? Why are you settling when there is more? I'm not understanding.
We're swimming in cash.
You can be pro Xbox and pro Sony if you want. You can be pro PlayStation and not pro Xbox if you want. The choice is yours. There's no rule of thumb saying,
Hey, hey, Jeff Bilkins. Are you pro Xbox and Sony? Oh, that's going against the fanboy rule.
you could do whatever you want. Whatever you want. Free world, free reign. You could do whatever you want. Period. Because here's the thing. You are winning. Remember what Craig Daddy said? This what makes you a real gamer right here. This a real gamer right here. You're winning because you're not missing out. You're not blinded by just one console. You can see both. You can play both and experience the best that both has to offer. That makes sense to me. That's logical sense. That's all I'm saying. Y'all can believe whatever y'all want to believe.
We're swimming in cash.
CD Player with the $2 says, no, it's first Atari. Then, but they not around. No, they're not around now. Jason with the $5 says, Marlon, you don't have to explain yourself, my guy. You keep it real. Hey, sometimes you just got to do. Sometimes you just got to, man. But I know I don't owe nobody no explanation. My man Trez with a $50 donation. Thank you so much for the 50 again. Says facts, Marlon, keep up the good work, Holmes. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. I'm working my butt off today, man. I am putting in the work for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Nah, boss, we don't rep that around here. We don't do that around here. We don't do none of that around here, sir. My man Jason with the $5 says, even with Game Pass, and okay, you said that's Microsoft is in third place. My man Trez with the 50. God bless you, my G. Coming hard with the big body 50. Jason and CD Player, we got you guys. Yeah. Listen, I'm an OG. If anybody deserves to win right now, it's me. I've been grinding for 15 years. Starting 15 years ago. Doing journalism. When people in my family was tearing me down and telling me, hey, you need to stop gaming. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. You're not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? You need to get a real job. You need to go to school and get you a career. If I was listening to those people today, I would not be here today in front of you guys. So don't let nobody stop you and tell you what you can or can't do. You understand what I'm saying? Use your eyes, use your ears, use your head, use your brain. That's what you got it for. So what? You like what you like. Ain't nobody can control your life and tell you what to like and what not to like. Who is you to tell somebody what they should like or what not like? You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk to whoever you want to talk to, if you want to play whatever you want to play, that's your choice. That's your prerogative. You're your own man. You're your own woman. You do what you want to do. Don't let nobody stop you. Come on, man. You're the only reason why you're not going to make it. For those people who are sitting there being negative all the time and try to tear down people, I'm sick of that. We need to uplift each other and stop tearing each other down. Together, united, we're stronger. That's the whole point of you gaming. So we can communicate and bring each other together. That's the whole point of these two pieces of plastic. Why are we fighting against each other and tearing each other down? We still don't learn. We still don't have common sense. We're never going to learn. We're going to keep on doing this till the end of time. We're going to keep on tearing each other down till the end of time. And we still ain't going to learn. That's the point. That's the story of the day. That's the narrative of the day. My streams, this is why I love my job, because my streams is to help change your lives. Say something inspiring to make you feel good. Because some of y'all, before you came in my stream, y'all was either in an argument with your spouse. You're suffering with depression, stress, anxiety. You're struggling with something. My job is to at least make you laugh at least one time in the stream. At least one time. Make you smile at least one time. Make you leave better than how you come out. Just like when you go to church. You're supposed to leave better than how you come out. Period. End of story. Alfonso with the $5 says, I see both, but I'm still a real gamer even though I play on PlayStation. Stop beating me down because of it. Nobody's beating you down. Like I said, you play what you play. You like what you like. That's fine. I'm still gonna rep both consoles. Like I said before, I'm still gonna love Sony. If Sony make an announcement, I'm gonna be hyped for it. You understand what I'm saying?
Boy,
listen,
we're swimming
you should
in
be
cash.
able to switch your hat anytime you get ready. You want to put on your PlayStation hat today? Okay, that's cool. You're talking about PlayStation. PlayStation got an event going on. Okay, cool. All right, now Xbox. Put on your Xbox hat. You got your Xbox hat on. There you go. Now you got your Xbox hat on. You want to switch whatever you want to switch. Put whatever you want to put on. Do what you want to do. You're your own hero. Write your own book. Ain't nobody beating you down. Write your own book. Write your own story. Simple as that. Nobody's beating you down. If you're a real gamer, play what you want to play. Everybody have their own terminology when it comes to being a real gamer. That's it. Period. I'm not trying to argue with nobody. I'm just speaking facts. That's it. Malcolm with the $5 says, love the objectivity and the positivity, brother. He says, keep up the good work and you just gain a subscriber. God tier streaming right now. Let's go. Listen. If y'all want to be stagnant and not expand, it's a proven fact. If you don't want to, in order for you to grow, you have to expand. You have to expand your horizon. You have to see both sides of the spectrum. You can't just look at one side because you're going to be missing out on other opportunities. You understand what I'm saying? Period. End of story. It says it's like Lakers versus Celtics or Redskins BS Cowboys. You have to choose a side. Facts. I mean, like I said, when it comes to sports, you like what you like. Whatever your favorite team is, you like what you like. But at the end of the day, give credit where credit's due. If you see another team playing very well, you might become a fan. You know what? I love the Patriots. But, man, I'm really starting to like the Buccaneers. Simple as that. Nobody can beat you down for that. Baby with the $2 says, a breath of fresh air. I game on all platforms. That's it. That's it. My two cousins have played more games than you have had Rice. I'm not knocking, but they are big time. That's good. Competition is good. Competition is good. Competition is good.
Boy,
that's what you want.
We're swimming in cash.
That's what you want. Competition is always good. Like I said before, and I'm going to say it again on stream live. I'm always, when Sony drops an event, when Sony drops any big piece of news, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to be hyped because I want Sony winning too. I want Microsoft to win and I want Sony to win. Period. Because it's good for the gaming culture. It's good for us gamers because we get the games that we want to play. We get the value that we want. You understand what I'm saying? Period. So if both companies are winning and not one over the other, because if one company is dominating the other, that's not good. That's all I'm saying. So get that through y'all heads. All right. So I think y'all kind of gotten out all y'all questions out and everything like that. Listen, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Listen, I earned my keep around here. I put in the hard work. I put in the blood, sweat, and tears. Come in front of this camera, talking for 2+ hours. Okay? Sweating my back off. Giving you guys the information. talking about it as a community, taking the time to actually talk to you guys. Not a lot of people do this. That's why our streams are so long, is because after we fully break down everything and give our takes on everything and then hear what you guys have to say, it becomes a long show. And you guys love that every single day. And I try to do the best that I can to make everybody happy. But I've realized that you can't make everybody happy, so you have to make yourself happy. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I am doing, because at the end of the day, I have to do what's best for our community, and I have to do what's best for myself in the situation as well. You understand what I'm saying? Because what I'm not going to do is have a toxic community. I'm going to have a strong community to where it's like we can withstand the storm. People are going to always say things here and there, but it is what it is. I love y'all. We all winning. We all gamers. Be blessed. Be easy. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in another stream. If you're brand new to the channel, you've been itching to subscribe, click that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell.
Boy,
I'll see you guys
we're swimming in
tomorrow.
cash.
Gaskin with the $20 while we're about to wrap up the stream says that hat skit. It says that hat skit is 2.5 stars. Hey, thank you, Gaskin. Thank you for the $20. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Gaskin, thank you for the blessing. All right. Thank you for all the new subscribers as well. If you're just coming into the channel, hit that subscribe button. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lego.
Go beast on them, go beast, go deep, I OD on them, apply pressure, put heat on them, put that 500 degrees on them, 500 degrees, go dummy, go beast on them, I go beast, go deep, I OD on them, apply pressure, put heat on them, put that 500 degrees on them, 500 degrees, countdown, levitate, going up, elevate, watch me demonstrate, on time, never late, I grind, celebrate, no pump, fake, hesitate, I've been scoring every day, champagne, Perrier, since 9-3, been in the box, now I'm stepping up to home, like straight out the sand lot, now I'm plotting on the globe, I work hard, I show love, that karma steady growing, got this far, I go hard, let God take control, I was starving skinny, now my weight up, got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam, blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go